off press and was like, I'm not fucking with that nigga. I don't have anything to say to him.
You are not your hair at all. Don't be doing all this crying over that shit, Jordan, because you is not your hair. All right, you raggedy with it and you raggedy without it.
You started it. And for you to feel like you take no accountability, and then you got all of the boys regular around him. Oh, she's still mad about that. That was a year ago. Oh, but when Phil stepped to y'all all was standing like Bratz dolls, upset, looking at him.
It got to the points where it needs to get to, but you know me, I love drama, child. I'm a messy bitch that loves drama.
I hate her hair. I hate her outfits. I hate everything about her. Get off my television screen forever. Go away. Go with God, please. Well, hello, and hello. Let me bring the people up here. You know what? Let me fix this. You know who I'm gonna put right by me? So if they act wrong, I could punch them in the throat. Let me put this young man right by me. So if you act wrong, you getting punched right in the throat. Hello.
By popular demand is BusyBlu.
Hey,
girl.
Hey. And then the beautiful, pretty lady. Hey.
Hey, it's me.
Hey, Sakina. Happy Mother's Day to your mother.
Oh, okay, baby, because I was about to say.
She was like, do you see I'm drinking this thing down today too?
I don't have no kids.
Child. And then my little broski. What's good?
What's happening, y'all? What's good, y'all?
Clint.
Don't y'all love the intro? Shout out to my big bro, L. Teddy. Came through in the clutch with a nasty intro, bitch. Period.
Can we talk about really quickly, not to be dramatic or to start any drama, but can we talk about how backstage he really didn't even want to do something professional?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about, sir?
We had some difficulties backstage, guys. That's the reason why we were 15 minutes late.
The technical difficulties is that he didn't want to use the tech, and that really was what the issue was.
Yes, it was.
Y'all just gonna make me channel my big sis.
Intro, smintro. Okay,
y'all just gonna make me channel my big sis.
Let's
really?
Do I need to channel what they get?
Do I need to channel my big sis?
He said, "Y'all get what y'all get." He really don't care if y'all like it or not. He said, "We really about to just get on here and start talking."
Now it's a good old intro, you know. El Teddy, he did create that, so shout out to him for that because it was really cute. It was really cute.
Really cute.
You know, we were all excited about that, but he was very unappreciative of Busy's efforts of sending him the countdown, and then he removed him from the chat.
The countdown is too damn long.
It was,
It's too damn long.
Yeah, but you can stop it whenever you want to stop it.
Right, you in control of that. And if it's too long, then why was you asking for it?
Okay, so are y'all ready for because
how like
what we're not gonna do,
Teddy. How like he was comment.
Like
Busy on his Natalie.
I'm dead.
is
I'm gonna show up because this not my channel, but I just want to all know the type of person he is by.
It's giving you taking away his right of freedom of speech.
It's giving bully bee.
It is. Hold on, wait. I gotta answer this question. So, y'all, I'm not eating today. I ate around 7. So I'm not
right. We getting drunk.
Today.
You doing intermittent fasting?
No, I just ate. I just didn't have nothing to do, so I ate. Usually, when I'm eating on camera, it's because I just had enough time to eat. That's the time for me to eat. And that's about some. I never gave them no intro. That's not about me. I always
right. Let's stick to the task on here. Y'all see, y'all talk about old stuff. We didn't have one yet.
We didn't have one at the time. This shit was created today.
Right, very new.
Very much so, like an hour ago.
The girls are really living in the past. Let's stick to today.
Y'all okay? Are y'all okay? Girl.
Very good.
Girl.
Never been better.
Mm-hmm.
So we do have some tweets of the week. I did want to bring that back so we can feel something. Y'all ready for the
tweet of the week intro? Since
I don't have an intro for tweets of the week.
Did you even introduce what we doing? Do people know why they're here, right?
And
This is the if they don't, they need to go to the description box. That's why
And
we
this
have
is what
one.
I told you. This is
Okay,
how he
and
was
the
talking
title.
There's
about
a
y'all
whole
backstage.
description box.
ghetto.
This is how he was talking about y'all backstage. He was like, "Look, I don't care what these people, they see an intro, they don't see an intro. I don't care." He started the show. He didn't even let y'all know what y'all watching. This is X Games, X2 files.
We had a whole 2 minutes that said "Welcome to the Whether You Like It or Not" panel, and then that was the whole introduction. What else do you want? You want
This is the
somersaults,
Whether You Like It or Not
backflips,
panel
cartwheels,
on the X2
bells,
file.
whistles, a 3-ring circus.
Yes.
This is
But he ain't give us none of
Whether
that
You
when
Like
we
It or
was over
Not
there.
panel.
When
Taxi
we was over
cab,
on his
confessions,
platform. We ain't getting
murder.
none of it. None of it. None of it.
What was I finna say? Darren said he's gonna be a little late, so
Yeah, he's
very
coming.
confident. But yeah, he gonna show up. He on his Josiah shit today, and Terrence.
Yeah.
So they usually be a little late on the. Terrence wasn't with us last week. We missed you.
We did
I
miss you
miss
last
y'all
week, Tim.
too.
The people was asking for you too.
They were.
Thank you so much, Vontae
I miss y'all
Vibes,
too,
for your subscription. Just have a seat. The people with the blue hall monitor sashes, they could tell you where to sit at. They'll find you a desk. They put some extra desks out today.
Yeah.
The hall
I say
monitors.
just be very careful subscribing and being over here now. That's the only thing I
No,
want to
because
say.
we don't do people like you do people on your platform, cussing people out and throwing tomatoes. I saw you this morning when you went in on my boy Montrez this morning and told people to boo him and threw tomatoes at him.
Now he
I-
was
Online.
he was
Nope.
Don't
40
be doing
minutes late.
Montrez like that. I
He
got
was-
Montrez. That's my boy.
He was 40 minutes late.
And
I say good luck, Vontae. Thank you for the super chat. I hope it goes to something very. I mean, the money's not going to intros, as you can see, but
what was your intro? Because you ain't got no intro either. Girl, what?
we'll see what we can do.
You ain't got nothing. Don't your man work in tech? What is he doing?
Very busy working in tech.
Oh,
Black man in tech.
Right.
thank you. Thank you, Vontae Vibes.
Is he
For
do
your
he got
super
any
sticker.
tech friends? He got any like good single attractive?
No, everybody he talks to is married.
Hold on, let
No.
me see what he looking like. Cause she run around here talking about if he got friends or something. You only do that when he fine. Let me
First
see
of all,
what
my man is very fine.
I don't know what busy man look like. I just know he a black man in tech, so I'm trying
Oh.
to see what his colleagues is giving, what his coworkers is giving.
He's looking
Oh.
good in the neighborhood. He don't talk to other people. He's an extreme introvert. The people he do talk to is on when he does Dungeons and Dragons.
Come
or any
on,
of his
Dungeons and
other
Dragons. Come on,
tabletop
cosplay.
games, and those people are married.
Do he play the Sims?
No,
Oh,
mm-mm.
I do.
There are other games that take him away from me, but Sims is not one of them.
Sucks for him.
Child.
Great. for
Anyway,
me.
are we ready? Are we ready?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you tell us what we're doing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because you probably need to be quiet. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So, all right, let's
Let me
do.
excuse my.
Yes, let's do that. Let's do the tweets of the week.
It's giving dark screen. What's
It
going on?
is.
Yeah, the girls were so
Oh.
Hey,
pressed.
shout out to David.
Yes, like a panini to get these tweets up here, and we can't see one X thing.
Show cat. Oh, I shared the wrong screen. Sorry, wrong screen.
It was giving
My bad.
Panini
Okay.
press.
You was giving somebody auntie trying to work the computer today.
It's a giver.
Why are they
I don't know
coming
what
at
the
my throat? I
password
didn't
is
do
to this.
anything. I pressed the damn live button. I pressed the goddamn intros they wanted to, and the people are at my throat like I done did something to them,
I mean,
and I
it's
did a goddamn thing to them.
level. It's giving entry.
It
God.
really is giving intro of y'all. So that y'all work through this with us.
Anyway, here's our tweets for the week.
Yeah. Feel free to super chat
Girl.
if y'all want to make sure that he can get
It's not
classes.
somehow
Who
tweet.
is this Fashion Nova men's
Model?
model?
That's my tweets of the week, man. I know you're gonna let me. Here's the first tweet. Bria is running down all.
Why is he here? Why is he here?
Hello, I know you're gonna let me
Why
do my
is he
tweets.
here, Ike? What's going
Bria
on?
is running down all these racist moments Simon hasn't protected her, including with his family, but she's still with him.
And thank you for bringing that shit up because that I was damn sure going on rag tag and dish rag her ass when we got to that part because I felt the exact same way. I could have vomited. listening to her saying all that bullshit, but then gonna turn around and be like, well, we can make it work and we could try to see. Bitch, what?
Fool.
Now she
She
didn't
ain't
say
shit.
that, but we'll wait till we get to that part. But I understand why she said she gonna make it work. When she said what she said, I was like, okay,
Because
well,
the
girl.
bitch want money. She's a gold digger.
No,
We know
it
what she
sounded,
is.
it
Thank
sounded
you.
more like she was saying, I mean, he deal with my crazy soul, guy, and a lot of people won't. And
You
so I can still be
welcome, Cup
crazy.
Star Mania.
Why is this man on Ozempic here?
El Teddy, you're out of control.
I promise you, this is still L Teddy 27. If you look around, this is my place. When y'all go to y'all place, y'all can do whatever y'all
And
want.
why does this
Thank
Adam's
you.
apple look like a
Thank
whole
you.
human being is coming out of
Thank
his
you.
neck?
Thank
It is
you.
kind of big,
Thank
though.
you.
What's going
Thank
on?
you.
I'm looking like the man on the meme.
The next one says, if they're going to discuss Nick being handsy, then discuss it all. Shanice is a hypersexual deviant who's always flashing her titties, coochie, and ass without consent, knowing most of the men are taken. Is that not also potentially uncomfortable?
I know that's
And be
right.
clear,
E.
Shanice, just the last episode, you was talking about your confessional side. You wanted to fuck Nick.
She ain't said that shit in her confessional. She said it in his face.
That too.
Let's be
Did
clear though. I think that Shanice comes in. I'm a hoe and I'm showing my body. Like the difference between them is, you know how you have some people who are a little bit more subtle, like, oh no, I've never done that before. Oh,
but no,
you got
but you
those hands.
put
And
you
Shanice comes in and
literally
she's like, hey y'all, and
no, but
who's
you
next?
shaking your titties this close to this man's face, like literally, titty right here, his cheek right here, and then you like, girl, don't look at my titty, bitch. The shit
See,
is shaking in my
I don't
fucking
think
face.
she said that. I don't think she
Nipple about
said
to
don't
be in his
look.
eye.
I don't think she said don't look, girl. If you don't
They
want to
all
look,
no, but all them other girls, no, cause she did no, she did, cause remember he said, "Are my eyes my hands now?" She is the one who said, "Well, your eyes do tend to
Yeah,
wander."
they do.
wonder.
They
But your
do.
titties are in my face. Those shits are wandering in my eye space.
Okay, so are you looking or not? The thing is, he has
Basically,
to come to the realization for himself. Maybe I'm handsy. Maybe when I get a little inebriated, I'm a little, hey, girl, I'm a little, let me touch you, feel you, or I would like to take you out to dinner. And that's what I think that they're
He's
trying to
not.
get to.
I think
Or
you
maybe,
sound just as crazy as they do,
yeah, or
making a
maybe
whole
they're
mountain
just
out of a
being messy.
molehill. You sound real
Yeah,
crazy.
I
they're
don't think
just
there's a
being
mountain out of a
messy, and
molehill. I don't have a problem with Nick.
because they're coming up to their own conclusions because he didn't tell them about Tasia, and because of all of that, now it's all of this commotion. He's to this, he's to that. Oh, let me go tell Tasia.
They
Like,
were saying
that's
that
the thing
before,
that's
though.
bothering me
They
because
were
they
saying
did
that
that
before,
last
Terrence.
season. Now they're doing the same thing
No,
again
not
this
those
season.
three. Those three were not. It was Jordan and Summer, and he
Yeah,
went to Jordan and Summer and
Mhm.
had that conversation to clear the air.
hmm
And now the
It
other
was
girls are
not
like,
those three.
I see what they're talking about.
well, we
Oh,
got
but
more to
no,
talk about with that.
but like he said, we ain't talking about everybody. He said, I'm talking to you, and I'm talking about you. What have I
yep,
done to you?
yep.
I
He
ain't with
wasn't
that.
wrong.
We can
He
wait till we get
gathered
to
the
that part.
girls.
I think there's two sides. Thank God for this chocolate, man. Is that Damson?
If Natalie is back next season, this show is cooked. She brings a certain January 6th vibe that doesn't sit well with me.
Not January 6th.
I don't think she brings January 6th vibes,
She
but
does. She
that is a
does.
messy bee who it needs to mind her business.
She messy for sure.
She needs to mind her business
She really
and
does.
do what is best for her. How you have your pet in your house and not working under your firm, leave our business alone.
It is very January 6th.
Now, this picture I could deal with. This one you're on point with.
Yeah,
No,
I'm on that one. Look at
I'm
that.
not feeling none of them.
Oh, yikes. Well, you
That's
can't
fine.
physically feel it. I know it's big. Oh, God.
Donald is the partner MVP of the weekend because he was on good time vibe whole time. Donald was. I was here for Donald. Donald ain't bother nobody. Donald
No,
ain't getting nobody information. Donald
nobody.
was in his man face, and Donald kept it the fuck moving.
Chad, if you were here for Donald, then we barely would have had a show because he was barely here. I loved him living his best life. I love that for him, and I love that for Preston. Kudos to them. Stay, removed and not messy. Eat your food. get your ding. I don't know who's been doing the bending in that relationship, but do
Oh.
what you need to do and stay out of the way. But I mean, I would have learned. I would have loved to know a little bit more than I know about Natalie. I would have loved to know more about Donald.
I agree with that because we saw way more of Natalie than we did of Donald.
Unfortunately,
yeah, and I would need more of. I wanted more of Donald's stories and Tasia. I
wonder. No, but here's the deal. Here's the deal. I wonder if that was production. That's what I wonder. Because remember, I think Donald was there before Natalie and Tasia, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And so I'm just envisioning that was something production did, and not that he wasn't doing anything or saying anything.
I mean, maybe it's just like he's just boring like that. Maybe he's just boring like that.
He might be. Because the men I date, you wouldn't want to see them because they're very boring. You ain't gonna get nothing out of them.
We haven't seen one on this screen yet with these tweets of the week.
You sound real angry.
Now this is other time. No, this is out of the no.
Any other time, Natalie doesn't want to be involved with the group. The minute it's time to be messy, she's all for it on some divide and conquer shit, like a true conquistadora.
Now that I can agree with, because you didn't want to be around the niggas when they was down to the Freaknik, but when they run around there gossiping, now you all is. And I feel as though we should tell her, you shouldn't have no feelings about nothing, sweetheart. We don't know you.
I ain't trying to know you.
Right. Like what, like she's sitting there, well, I think y'all should go. I'm gonna bring it up. Girl, what?
Listen.
This is a mess.
A mess.
Now come
She's
on.
a mess.
I'm tired of y'all. This
and I agree, because he do got some meat, honey. Meat, abs, tats.
It's the lips.
And I'm telling you.
I'm looking like Glow in this picture.
Them soup coolers look like he'll suck your soul out your body, honey. Listen.
And I'm here for
it. This is so hoe-coded.
This is the house of debauchery.
I mean,
I love when Nick goes off. It's so prestigious. Like you get your ass handed to you by a man with a cardigan wrapped around his neck. Child.
Nick, this is what I am going to say. Please tell them to lay off of the foundation on your confessionals for next season, because you got a whole bunch of foundation on your face, your confessional. And don't get me wrong, it's cute, but I don't like it.
What did it for me was
his skin. He got nice skin.
No, that's giving every bit of
when Nick told Nicole, bitch, he took through the head out. Bitch, I know you trying to be included. I said, oh,
not Nicole, Noelle.
I mean, not Nicole, Noelle.
I agree.
He told Noelle, bitch, I know you want to be included, but no, girl.
I
really don't think he gave it like that. To be honest, I would have been.
It was slick. To Noelle, he gave it to Noelle. He did give her some. He did.
Yeah, that line for Noelle, I was like, whoa.
Yep, he gathered her. Now Noelle, he did gather her. I was like, oh, I agree. Girl.
It was quick and swift.
I agree.
Says you're not telling us that you got a girlfriend. I will say Noelle need to get up on it. Because you could never drag me or read me about nothing, honey. You and these cardigans and that man you tried to play that nobody knew anything about. I bet y'all don't even go bike ride. Y'all didn't even go bike riding today because you don't care about her like that. You didn't talk to her about what you need to. I would have dragged. Oh, he would have been out a side ride.
It would have been the other way around, because I don't think Nick drugged them hoes like he was supposed to. Baby, the way I would have dog walked them hoes. Baby, I would have dog walked them. They could have told me nothing.
Me too.
Touching Tasia's hair, tapping Nick on the shoulder after trying to be messy with his girlfriend. The black scent, everything Natalie did in tonight's episode was anti-black. I don't care.
I don't agree with that. I do think she is anti-black, but I don't think everything she did during this episode was anti-black. I think said, I think her man put a battery in her back, and so did some of those other girls charged it up just a little bit. I don't think Amir put a battery in her back. Amir, no, she was on her own. She did this all on her own. Yeah, Amir was changing batteries left to right. Oh no, keep going.
No, this is all her.
Oh, make sure they know that it's not a girl.
Actually, Nick was not Nick.
The next day, Amir was putting batteries in her back. I don't give a fuck how hungover he was.
How? I didn't see him put it. I saw him saying,
at the restaurant. at
He
the
was trying to
restaurant.
tell her, well,
Yeah,
at
go
least
ahead and put
go
that
over
in.
there and he was trying to tell her, well, at least, tell her that it wasn't, your idea or that he really was trying to diffuse it because he knew the shit was gonna go
No,
left.
he wasn't trying to diffuse it because what he knew was Nick already had the conversation with Jordan in summer, and instead of just saying, "Nah, don't worry about that,"
We already talked about this.
He was like, "Oh yeah, you should tell her," and then trying to act like he was protecting Nick the whole. You kept telling her to do the shit.
Agreed. He was putting batteries in her back, acting like he's so drunk, sitting on ketchup bottles, but he had enough energy to say, "Oh, go tell her. Well, they about to leave. Make sure you go talk to her right now, because they're about to leave. Oh, text him that this is not really what you meant, and you were listening, girl. I thought you was drunk and hungover, and you needed a ginger ale, but now you got the energy for this mess, though, right, child? He was putting better and was swapping them out. Hi, I'm Chucky. That's what Natalie looked like going around the town.
Well then,
I stand corrected.
Oh my God!
So the same girl. We only got like one more. So the same girl that said Nick. So the same girl that said Nick is inappropriate was asking Nick to be her sleep support a few days prior.
That's why I say I'm finished right.
Okay.
But the thing is, she did not say that. I'm gonna have to get. Unfortunately, I'm on Bria's side with this one.
How?
All she said was, "Now he does look like the type of person is. If you wanted to give it to him,
I'll buy it. That bitch was right there in the amen corner. He is handsy. He do be touching people. The bitch was right there.
I didn't say he did that to me. I didn't say he did that to me, girl. And if you feel some type of way about being upstairs, come upstairs, do sleep support with me, girl. I ain't got no problem with you. Now, I do feel like if people wanted to give it to you, you'll take it. But girl, I'm not giving it to you. So if you want to be sleep support, come upstairs. I was on Bria's side this time.
But why would you?
I ain't on Bria's side at all.
You're already talking about how he's too handsy, he's too this, he's too that. And why would Bria
they were talking about that
when she has the man?
Exactly.
They were talking about him being too handsy and grabby. What she added to the conversation was he do look like if somebody came up to him, he'll take it.
But there was no reason for her to even
ain't nobody taking your ass, Bria. How about that shit?
But we didn't say me
to the fire.
We didn't say me.
But you're
adding
her.
More fuel to the fire. She's adding more fuel to the fire, even by saying
because he did nothing to her.
I think she's agreeing.
Ain't did nothing to her.
You don't
Girl,
have
you
to
speak
do
on what you went
the
through.
Person for me to say, like, I could look at El Teddy. Okay, you ain't do nothing to me, but I could be like, oh, yeah, he is a hoe. And then
if I ain't did nothing to you, your ass supposed to sit there and be listen. That's not my story. If y'all want to talk about that, I'm gonna keep it moving.
And besides that, Bria, if that's the case, use a willing bed wench. So what's worse?
She is a bed wench. She is a bed wench.
Be clear. You don't have the right to sit up and try to judge nobody with the shit that you came up here and admitted.
She is a whole ass bed wench.
I don't know if it was a judgment or an observation.
It was a judgment, and she ain't got the right to.
Boom.
Simon's cousin. I didn't know Simon was into indigenous women. Listen, it did take me out.
First of all, to look at Bria and say indigenous, girl, you racist. You racist. That like off the bat, you racist.
Thank
you, Mom. She knew he was.
And where is the gauge on this fire hydrant? We done with it. I mean, with on this fire extinguisher, we're done.
We're done.
We're not done. Anyway, and those were our tweets of the week.
Oh, I was about to say,
no, I'm sorry. I had one more. I'm sorry. I did have one more. Sorry. It was a good one, too. This is my favorite one.
I promise you, I will slap you.
No, you won't. I promise you won't, because you'll reach back with a nub. I promise you.
That's all right. I've lived my life long enough with these hands. I can do it.
Or you might have lived your life long enough, period. Every time they play Preston Mitchell say, interpret it, but go off, I crack up. I do. Because when he said interpret it, but go off. Because what he said, interpretate it or something like that.
I can't stand people who don't know the English language. And
that person was like, interpret it, but go off.
Do what you need to do, girl.
Me out.
It could be interpreted as, girl, you trying to give me, please don't give me advice. You don't even know the English language.
Hey, Quincy.
Oh man, he said interpret it, but go off. Okay, girl. And those are our tweets of the week for real. All right.
How many you had? 20?
No, I
pretty
had
much 8. And he had to put those other men by it.
8 men. That's crazy.
I had 8.
Crazy. You didn't want to play the.
So I had 8 tweets because I got to get to the timeline. Yeah, go ahead and spin around, spin in circles. Go ahead. You done?
Baby,
Because the back of your head looks real good today.
me
Real
and
good.
Vince are
Extra good. Now, we start off still at Nick's soiree. Bria done took her man upstairs and started yelling at him about being disrespectful and making too much of a scene. And she started packing his clothes and telling him to take his ass home. I was like, oh. And then, did y'all notice he paid her no mind? Clearly
He
just
sat
went
on that bed.
downstairs. He went right back downstairs and started talking to the people.
And
Like,
he
oh.
sat on the bed while she was trying to kick him out too.
Because he knew. He like, girl, I got this money. Girl, I ain't worried about you, girl.
Ah,
He like,
I
girl,
think
I'm
that's just
not
one of
worried
her
about you.
toxic traits that he's just like, okay, girl, we broken up. Let me go downstairs. You'll forget in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
He went right down there and started talking to Alex and was like, yeah, she mad about something, child. Child, I ain't got this type of
For
time.
sugar, I was like, what do you need sugar for? What are you looking for?
A bag of sugar. He was looking for a bag of
What?
sugar.
All up in that cabinet talking about some where the sugar at. Excuse me?
Nobody answered him, and I really
Nobody.
hated that for him.
Well, shit.
Nobody.
Shit.
So and then we see Jasmine upstairs checking up on Summer. And they start commiserating about the fact that neither one of them are drinking that night, and they wish they was drinking and stuff like that. And I'm so sick of Summer telling me, about your mama, your grandma, your cousin, your uncle, your godson, your godmama. Listen, have a little talk with Jesus. Tell him all about your troubles. He will hear your faint cry and answer by and by. Because girl, I don't have nothing for you, honey. You need to go have a little talk with Jesus. I don't got nothing.
I feel like God has more important things to do, but then also I wanted to make sure that I went back to the Bria assignment because there was some things that she did say that as someone who is very outspoken, extrovert, I was the firstborn, and I feel like I just got to hold my own all the time, and I got to be the strongest.
Mm-hmm.
I think that sometimes you do have a partner who feels like, oh, they'll be able to handle it. And so when you get upset or you get angry or you have feelings, they'll be like, oh, you'll be fine. Because you always have to be fine. And it's unfair. And I did feel when Bria was saying, I told him not to put that on. He put it on anyway. Now I'm telling him my feelings. And he's like, girl, I'm about to go downstairs and get some sugar. Like, it's just, you have to acknowledge how I feel at some point. You cannot just rely on the fact that because I'm strong, I'm going to be okay.
Well,
Mia,
the thing
it ain't
about it
because of
is,
that. You black, so he don't give a damn about what you saying, baby. Just like his family. Why do you think he allowed your family to disrespect you per your words, and he did absolutely nothing about it? He didn't give a fuck about your feelings then. So what makes you think he gives a flying fuck about your feelings and how you feel and how this embarrassed you and so on? And so I don't get it, Bria. Explain it to me.
well, the thing about it is, this is also learned behavior. He has been able to get away with this over and over and over. So I think a couple things can be true. It's first learned behavior, but we see Bria's antics in the house. Any little thing, she's blowing up, and now it's threat level red. And when you deal with somebody that everything is threat level red, baby, it's never threat level red. It's all like, okay, girl, you do this every day. Girl, I ain't got that type of time. So I don't think that, like you said, Busy, I don't think he necessarily just don't care. I think it's just like, girl, it's always, so how is this different? How is this different from the last time 5 minutes ago when you blew up like, the world was crashing down about on top of us?
I hear you, but after she said what she said about him and his family and that racist shit, when she said that, I just feel like, in my personal opinion, that's why he treats her like that. He just enjoys the fact that that's a black woman and he could screw her whenever he wants to, but he doesn't owe her no type of respect, no type of loyalty, no type of nothing. That's why he acts like that at the nigga shit, because he don't give a damn. Like I said in my last review. And she proved it in this review.
I feel differently. I feel like
I don't.
I feel like he. I don't know. I guess let's get to that part, and then I will be able to
waiting until
articulate it. Yeah, I'll be able to articulate it better.
So we did see Amir. He takes Bria downstairs and starts talking to
Oh wait,
her.
no, I did want to talk about the summer stuff. I don't think you need to bring it to God. I think you need to bring it to your friends because her friends are bringing it to her. One of her friends, her hair falling out. The other one is insecure about being gay, black, or whatever, and she needs to be able to put out her feelings as well.
Wait,
So
who was insecure about being gay?
He making throwing
Preston.
shade at Preston.
So I feel
Which is
like she
not
also needs to be able to say how she feels about what's going on with her. And I think she bottles a lot of it in. And then also, when you have too much stuff going on, sometimes you just don't have the capacity to even shit. It's too many. It's like,
Baby,
where do I
we on vacation. You should have stayed your ass
It's
at
like, where
home.
do I
How
start?
about that shit?
But
Because
then
I'm
your
on
friends will be
vacation.
like, you know what? You need this vacation. You have so much going on.
Baby, you should have stayed home.
No,
I would have let you
she
stay right
need the
on
money
home.
too. She need the stipend. So she needed to go on a vacation. But also, I just feel like one, there's too much stuff going on with her that she's having a hard time processing. Where do I even start to talk about the problems? My daddy is not my daddy. My mama was crackhead. She said she don't want to be with me. The parents that I did have, she said she's not going to be able to even see me for a couple of months. Okay, all of my friends are acting dramatic. I can't get a man. It's hard out here, and I
We
don't
don't
got no
care.
job. And I'm
We don't
just
care.
sitting here scrounging around for changes, sending nudes. I say it's for free, but I'm actually asking them for money, but they're not giving me any. So
Nobody
whatever I
cares.
can to make it through, and it's just not working. So
Everybody
at
got
this
a
point,
story.
I need to be sober, and I love this for her. Hopefully, she continues it. I don't think she's going to, but I just need to be sober to get through the fact that I want everybody to know these are the things that I need to repair with you all, and it's not you, it's the things that I'm working on. And but I also want to be cognizant enough to know what I said, what was inappropriate, so that you have trust or faith in me that I'm serious about this. Because a lot of people can come to you and say, I'm really sorry, but they still be drunk again.
Well, shit, she's done that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Summer
And I
needs
feel
to
yeah.
like
go
this time
home.
she decided that she didn't want to do it. It's busy. It wasn't summer. Whoever the girl was, whatever the broke girl who's a whore and her mama don't like, whatever her.
You're mixing both
Summer,
of them. You're still
Yeah, you're
mixing
mixing
both of
them all
them.
together, and we don't care. We
It's
really don't.
the unemployed party girl with the white mama.
Yeah, that's Shanice.
Summer
That's
is the
Shanice.
Okay.
one with the drug addict mama who was raised by her Jamaican family, her grandmama, and she got
It's too many people being
her
raised by
white
other
man.
people. Okay, so
Summer,
what Shanice's problem is? Look, I need to be. I want to prove to you that I can communicate with you, and I can be a real person, genuine connection, genuine feelings. And I love the fact that she at least attempted, even if it was for one day, to
Maybe
try
she
to
could come
do
sit
that.
on your couch, and y'all could have a whole soiree.
right,
Nobody else gives a damn.
And
We
right.
all looking at her
Summer
like,
don't need to
girl,
come back.
I'm not
everybody got
defending her.
problems.
I think everything she's doing wrong, but I do like you have to take that
Hey,
extra step.
listen,
well,
where Bougie? Bougie told you, Effie, we all got pain. I'm
Okay,
just
and
saying.
then what
Okay.
is yours?
we
Displace it on
really
me.
do. And
'Cause
I'm thinking, y'all let me know in the chat. Y'all let me know if y'all feel the same way, because I said in my review, for me, it feels as if this is more so not just a situation because Summer is going through things in her family life. This more so gives me character flaw. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
going to sit here and be like, oh, this is just one of those things because, yeah, her nana's going through this, her mom is going through that, she's looking for her dad. No, sis, this just seems like a character flaw. I'm not going to say this is an isolated situation where you just have a lot going on family-wise right now.
Sakina, I agree. Because in my
I
last
agree.
review, I distinctly said, Summer, you think you can use your friends as an emotional
Shanice,
punching bag, and I'm not here for that.
Mm-hmm.
If you going through a lot of stuff and you know that this is how you are as a person, don't come. Ain't
Isolate
nobody got no
yourself.
time for none of that.
stay
Don't
your ass
come
home.
because you're bringing down all of the fun that we could have because we can't get drunk because we know if you do, more than likely you go get mad, you gonna be arguing, you gonna get emotional, you gonna start crying, then everybody else gonna start crying. Like it's always
You
something with
pushing
Summer.
people and shit. You got too much
Yeah,
going on,
like
girl.
it's no shade to Summer. She
It's
probably is a
really
really
not.
sweet girl. But at
Mhm.
the end of the day, if you're going through something and it's making you be like this, it's okay to say, girl, I need a break. I can't deal with this shit. It's okay to say that. And it's okay to get your mental together. It's fine. We all had them times.
Not Eva said, wait, well, who was that? Hold on. No, that wasn't Eva. That was is that Cup Star Mania? Is that how you say that? He said because her granny was fine last year, but she was beating in Bria.
Right.
Mm.
Hey, Ty.
I
Shout
will
out
say
to
that
Ty.
I
Hey
do.
Ty, thank you for the super sticker.
Thank you so much
Ty.
for the super sticker, Ty.
Sir, that's my super sticker. That's my friend. That Ty,
Oh,
that's mine.
whoa! Then I will not. Let me leave. Let me shut
I'm
the
just
up
saying.
over here.
I
They're
could
I
know
do
my
feel like it's
like, what's going
important.
on?
Yeah, it's important to be around people that will support you and uplift you, or at least understand you and try to work with you. So I don't have a problem with the. I have a problem with the anger displacement, but I don't have a problem with them being here. Sometimes you need to be around people who are like, bitch, you crazy right now. Like, what the is going on with you? I know you ain't talking a lot. You've been acting out a lot. Now, maybe the mood is being brought down, but if I really care about you, I want to be around my friend, even on a trip or whatever, and be able to say, like, day 4, bitch, what is going on? What is going on? How can we help you through this? How can I be a support system? I guess I'm not one of those friends who just like, you need a therapist and leave us alone. Don't come in this trip. I'm one of those people who are like, you know what? Maybe this will help you and we can talk through things. We all got stuff that we're going,
But
as the
this
people
is
say.
also just like Terrence said. She drinks and she gets belligerent.
Mm-hmm.
This is not one of those situations where you get drunk and you might have a moment of vulnerability, or you might go off to the room and cry by yourself. She causes chaos amongst the group and around her. She's a damn tornado. So it'd be different if it was, oh yeah, I'm sad, but I'm going to go over here with this, or I'm just going to take Noelle to the side, vent to her real quick in my drunkenness, and then we can go back to party. No, when Summer is pissed off, the night is ruined. She's throwing boxes. She's cussing you out. She's storming out. Like, girl, we don't have time for that. We don't have time for that.
I mean, but for me, Summer and Bria are the same. Both of them, they have these big ass tantrums and
Ignore her like
tirades.
they do Bria. That's what I agree. Ignore her.
Summer
like they
and
do
Bria, they both got issues and need to get their ass out, because I don't have this type of energy.
They both have issues, but the way that Summer handles her issues is a lot more aggressive, in my opinion. To me. Now, because you got last week, she was acting a plumb fool. Meanwhile, Bria was looking like, child, what the fuck going on? She was actually the calm one. And I'm not saying that Bria is exempt from her behaviors, but Summer is the one who loves to act an ass.
I say, so go pick up those boxes.
And you can't run everybody off, and then you want to go and apologize and expect it. Like, I wasn't mad at Noelle. Noelle had every right to say what she said and handle it the way she said. Just like I wasn't mad at Bria. I wasn't mad at it, girl. You don't get the right to cuss me out and then try to fight me the night before, and then the next day, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, woo, woo, woo. No, we're not doing that. And like, I agree with Alex. They have to stop allowing her to say, oh, I was drunk, and everybody just running with it. You can't do that. You have to let the person know, girl, look, this is why we don't want to do this with you. This is it. Like, they have to be honest with her. Honesty is the best policy in this instant.
I think that they have, which is why she decided to take another. I guess I'm trying to give credit for where she decided, like, look, I know I'm drunk, I act a fool. This time I'm about to be sober and I'm about to try to mend fences. Now, it won't start today. I agree with you, T, when it's just like, girl, don't try to be sober today and talk to me, girl. I'll wait for day 3. You know, but at least with the friends, like, okay, she did come to me sober. I know she's having a hard time struggling. That's what I wasn't gonna talk to her. But at least give credit where it's like, you know, she's I think she's taking in what they said and saying, you know what, I'm gonna try it differently. I've been a fool and I'm gonna try it differently. And that's where I guess I'm trying to just acknowledge the fact that she's trying to try it differently.
I still think it's time and place. That's just like we go to the club.
On the island.
No. I think that's like we going to the club and now you want to pull me to the side and have a talk with me. Girl, we are at the club. This is not the time. When we was at home, you could have had a whole powwow with me. We could have had a whole conversation. But baby, we drink. We came here for a purpose, to drink, shake our ass, get turned up and all of this. And baby, you ruining the whole party. And it's not that her friends aren't there for her, but I still think it's time and place. Time and place. Shout out to Shay W. Thank you so much for the super chat. Get the likes up. Is what Shay W said. I don't even know what likes look like. I never even look at it. But I don't know what they look like.
Hold on.
They're 142. They good.
Okay. We can get more though. Like that.
Oh no! Don't help him because he said don't acknowledge super chats. Do not acknowledge the. Just leave it alone. Just leave it alone.
Actually, what I was saying to you was while I was trying to, you were cutting me off. So I said, at least let me acknowledge the super chat. That's what I said. That's my good friend Ty, who co-hosts my show all the time. So I just wanted to say hi to Ty.
I mean, I think you had already said hey, and he was just thanking them.
Okay.
Take me a shot, child.
We did have Amir and Bria in the they go in the other room and they start talking. Hold on, let me take some too. Hold on.
What you got, LT?
Amir, you is such a drunk. Amir, you were such a drunk. And Amir, when you grabbed Simon's face the way you did, a part of me just wanted you to kiss him. And I feel like Bria is the type of chick she'd be down for it. I'm gonna be real with you.
I don't know if I ever heard of that. Is that how you pronounce it? Botanist?
The botanist. It's real good. It's real good.
I said
it tastes like water.
I got some cheap shit. I got Deep Eddy vodka.
Come on, Deep Eddy.
Plastic bottle.
No. Deep Eddy makes some good vodka. They have good flavors too.
I was getting worried. Okay, come on, see a shot, take a shot. I ain't listen. I drank my little bit of Henny. Y'all had this much Henny in my little pint, and I drank it for y'all. I drank it because
I took my shot.
Am I the only one drinking? I said no. You know what? I'm a drink.
No, you're not the only one. But
so Amir don't need to drink.
No, Amir does need to drink. I like to see this side of Amir. I want to see him like this, a mess.
Funny.
When he went to first of all, and I don't care, and I rewound it a couple of times. I did not see her step on his foot. Like
I
don't know if he did. She did. I didn't care.
I did not see a step on the foot, especially the big toe. She was just like Milo, and she stepped around him. I feel like he was doing too much. 1, 2. Do you feel like me and Natalie haven't argued, girl? I don't care what's going on in y'all racist relationship. That has nothing to do with me. Please don't bring that lady up.
And my thing is, how can he conflate Natalie and his relationship and they only been together for a quick hot second? You understand what I'm saying? Like they only been together for a few months because they weren't together last year when we were on the show. And so now you're trying to conflate what y'all got for like 2.3 seconds to what at least her and Simon been together looks like for a minute now.
Yeah, and they like to talk to each other because when he got on the phone with her, he's like, oh, communication is the best thing. You need communication. But every time you got on the phone with her, she had a stink-ass attitude.
Did?
Like every single time. It was a nasty attitude, and we barely heard her say anything. What's the communication? You just dealing with her fuck shit? It was a problem for me. And you trying to convince her, well, you can't be for everybody, you know, because then you're for the street. Girl, say what you need to. Girl, say what you saying, and then get on my face.
Say what you saying. Get your hand out of that man's face because he was all like this. And that man's face, I was like, if you don't back that shit up, but I was laughing. There was a few times where I laughed. But just like I said, I do think it's real funny how he want to try to coach Simon on how to apologize to Bria. Meanwhile, he gave Mariah a half-assed apology. How that work?
He did. You ain't lying.
How that work, Amir? Because you know how to apologize all of a sudden. That just goes to show that your ass was real fake and phony and did not want to give Mariah an apology.
That's true. I didn't think about that. Okay, because he was like, no buts, no nothing. Yep. But you gave all of that to Mariah, though. I just really feel like you had all the thoughts, all the buts and everything else. But when it comes to time, it's like, no, just don't, shh, be quiet. Right. You got all of that.
Like, shut your ass up.
So, but yeah, he went over there to try to be mediator. And Simon said, "So I ain't coming back no more. I won't come back no more." Bria was like, "Okay, great."
I really think it's just their thing. Like, I think that they're empty threats. And I know that some people hate that when they look at couples and they're like, I don't like you saying that to them. Some couples are just like that. It's just empty threats. I'm divorcing you tomorrow, and then they're together for years.
They
It's just like
cringe
that,
me.
just how they talk to each other. Not that
They
it's the
cringe
most
me.
healthiest, but that's just what it is. Oh, she said, "Oh, you're leaving." He's like, "I'm leaving." Oh, because then she'll cry. Why are you leaving? That's just what the people do.
They cringe me. Like
I can't deal with them type of people. I
after
don't.
what Bria, I'm sorry. After what Bria got up here and admitted, I have nothing else for her or Simon. I don't. Bria, fine girl. Don't come crying to me next season, cause bitch, I don't give a shit. I can't get with somebody that's knowingly you know it because you said it, you articulated it, and you still want to go and deal with that shit because of damn money. Okay, Playboy Bunny, do what you do. Use
Mhm.
another Ashley from Potomac, and it just is what it is. Fine.
Because the thing about it is, Tara, she's used to dealing with white men like this. She been dealing. I mean, she was over there dancing for Playboy. She wasn't over there dancing for Magic City, King
Yeah.
of Diamond. She over there dancing for Playboy.
Y'all wouldn't let her in Magic City to
Like
dance.
when I heard her
So
sit up there and say that, I could that turned my stomach on some real. Whatever, Bria, do you?
I don't. Bria is used to dealing with these white men that see her as nothing but a bed wench. That's what she does. That's what she's used to. She's been doing it for so long. That was her whole level of employment. That was your entire employment, and then you transferred that into trying to just be with one person, so you didn't have to do that with multiple white men. I'm just telling you what it is. I'm just calling it what it is. But we'll get that when we get to that conversation about race, and she need to get her ass dog walked. Anyway, the party
Well,
wraps
I
up.
was okay with him saying that he wanted to have fun. He thought that they were moving to or towards the pool, so that's why he brought it down. He didn't look at it as seriously as she wanted him to. And I mean, I heard other people who were like, it wasn't that big of a deal. And apparently him being in the room, he also thought like, oh, I thought we was about to go to the pool anyway, so I just brought down my floaty anyway. And there were a couple of reviewers who were like, it really was, Bria was doing too much because it wasn't that big of a deal. So I think it was just it could be my new, and he was really just thought like, I thought we were going to the pool. I was just trying to have fun. Now, I thought it came off tacky. I thought it was inappropriate, but I
She
listened
told
to
him not
a
to.
couple of people
You're
review.
right.
She did tell him not
She
to.
told him not.
But
Even if
she
he
say a
said
lot of
I was coming
things.
downstairs with my swim trunks because I thought we was going to the pool, that's one thing. But she specifically told you about this damn flamingo. Do not bring your ass to this party with this flamingo. And you deliberately brought your ass there?
That's
Nah,
fair.
bro. Sakina.
So I'm kind of on busy side with this. Just in a sense where, because I mentioned this on my review. Now, last episode, Shanice and Bria told him you should bring that to the pool. They also said, don't bring it to Nick's event. But in this scene, you also seen Amir jumping on the trampoline with some women in their bikinis. And then you seen last week at the end of the episode, Tasia, Natalie, and Donald said that they were going to put on their swimsuits. So maybe people were starting to put on their swimsuits to go to the pool, and he probably thought, okay, well, shit,
This is my chance.
now I can put on.
Even if you say, I would have been with you if he came with swim trunks or whatever. I'm with you, but the flamingo is a no go. She told you specifically the flamingo.
It's still a no for sure.
Yeah, like it's no excuse for that. I'm sorry, and much like she said, you wouldn't do that shit back at home, back in Germany at Charleston. You wouldn't do that, and it wouldn't matter how drunk you was. You wouldn't have came down there like that. So why would you do it here? After I asked you not to.
Because it's black people that he don't give a shit about what we got going on. Let's just be honest and be what it is. Because I ain't sleeping with the man. He ain't fucking me, so I could just tell the truth. Because he would not. He absolutely would not have done that at one of his parties.
And he wouldn't have. He would. And Bria said that. Bria said the way you act here, you never act like that back at your shit.
Girl, and then he looked at her and said, and neither do you.
But that's when I went full on to Bria's side because I was trying to give
Hey,
Simon
mother.
the doubt.
Hey, mother.
Hey, treasure.
So I
yeah,
can't address
was
you on
trying-
this channel, but you know, good for you for the super chat or whatever.
Go ahead, Sakina.
I was trying to give Simon the benefit of the doubt, just as far as how everything went the way that it went. Because once I actually start observing the scene, I was like, okay, well maybe it was just a little, communication break, nothing major. But then when, like I said, Bria said no, he shouldn't have done it. Period. But then when she was like, "Hey, you don't be showing your ass like this at your events and stuff," I was like, "Oh yeah, nigga, nah, we not doing that. Nah." Now I'm fully onto your side because if you're not keeping that same energy when it comes down to your events, don't think that you can come to this Black African American ass event.
That's what it was.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that. It's not a costume party. So what makes you feel like you can bring it? Why did you pack that shit anyway? Like, let's talk about
hello.
Like,
girl.
And why did you show up to the house down in flamingo pajamas?
Like a mess. Just a mess.
Weird. Like
Busy. The super chat was for you. It said, "Busy, what is up with the excuses for all the foolishness tonight? Is everything okay?" Thank you for the super chat, Quincy B.
Yeah. So y'all ready to move on?
Oh. That's not me, Quincy.
I can't thank the people for the super chats. I can't address them. I should have said I'm taking note, and now I'm acting accordingly. Y'all not gonna put me up here like Simon.
No, we didn't say you could not answer this. Nobody told you that you couldn't. But to your big one, nobody told you couldn't answer a question. Child, girl. Anyway, Bria calls her mama. Oh no, let me go back to the fact that when they went to the room, Amir and Natalie, they had to like tell each other to bathe and shit. Like, hey Darren.
Hey Darren.
Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing?
We so glad to see you here.
Not barely making. Child, you gonna stop reading me?
I'm talking about me. You said how y'all doing? I said I'm barely making it. I can leave.
I'm glad that you made it.
no, cause busy. You. I don't know.
Wait, so this is a bad drag business. Did I not get the memo?
Busy baby, I got your bag, boo. I got your bag.
Ooh, look.
Quincy said it was no shade.
Quincy said it's no shade. She just asked a question.
I know, and I understand that, Quincy, and I apologize, El Teddy, but he said if you rewind, I cannot address the people who super chat and do all that stuff.
That's not what I said. That is not what I said.
The last time I just said thank you, and he was like, "Oh,
that is not what I said, sir."
This is my.
If you are going to, if you're going to,
I won't do it again.
You're going to quote me, like Nick said, make sure you get the quote right.
Ooh. Hey y'all.
Hey.
I'm sorry you had to walk into the situation like this.
Hey Darren.
So we going to the next day or what?
Where we even at? Yeah.
We are on we have Amir and Natalie deciding on who gonna bathe or whether they gonna bathe, which was the dirtiest shit in the world I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And Amir looked like he stunk right there. Like he just looked like at that moment. I'm like, what you mean you ain't gonna bathe? Like, boy, you know what? Them jeans.
Like, wash your ass.
Them other jeans.
So
and Amir, you ain't got no schlong because I was expecting to see something in them boxes.
Listen.
And I ain't see a goddamn thing.
Listen, Terrence, remember when he woke up the next morning and they kind of highlighted him? Over there, and I was looking, we were looking, Terrence. We were looking like, okay, girl, ain't nothing there. Oh, girl, ain't nothing there. It wasn't nothing there.
I was really squinting, and I got a 4K TV, so
we paused, rewound, and was like, girl, let me see. Oh,
I got a 70-something inch TV. I'm trying to figure out where is the bowl.
Eva
Not on
said
this
just
70 plus
booty.
inch.
Now he do. He got ass.
Okay.
That's one thing.
Got booty now. He got ass. He got cakes.
Yeah,
You
he
see
do.
how them shorts was riding up the crack of his ass. Shit, they
Did y'all
was.
see him like he was all in his crack when he went to go sit down with
Yeah.
Tasia? I said, what are you doing?
Like that man was in there. I
Drunk
mean, it's a lot to deal
Drunk.
with, Eddie. It's a lot to deal with over there.
Like, are you giving yourself a wedgie? What's happening?
Baby, he got lost up in them cakes. Son. He got
Purposely.
lost in them, buddy. So then we see Bria upstairs. She called her mama and tell her mama, I'm sending him home. And her mama was like, girl, because her mama know her. You could tell her mama know her. Her mama was like,
Right.
girl, he's not going back home. Girl, just stop playing, girl. Just let that man stay there. He done came all the way from
Swipe
Germany,
his
girl.
credit card. I said, I know that's right. If you're gonna swipe it, make sure it's his. Bitch, you paying for your own hotel. Get the hell out of here.
I'm weak.
She wasn't doing anything.
Child. But my thing was, I said to myself, what if you did send him back to Germany with his credit card? I said, well, what if you went back to Germany, packed your shit, and then mailed your shit and had it on your mama front door?
Well, shit.
An
Let it
I'm
icon.
just saying.
Icon.
Let
Not
it be what it is. Oh, Busy, my mama said we love you. That's her.
I love you too, and happy Mother's Day to you. Like seriously, happy Mother's Day to you. And I'm sorry that you had to be in this type of mixed company, but you know you rise above like Candy Bars. And I'm just happy that you are alive and here, and you know keep pushing through, keep making it. You're an icon, you're a legend, you're the moment. You always have been. And we love that for you.
And there you have it.
And then there's that. The next morning we have the aftermath, and yeah, everybody is hungover except for Preston and Donald. Like they was like, "Girl, we here." Girl, what? It's nothing.
We
Girl,
cleaning
we
up.
do this on the regular, but everybody else hungover. Summer calls her grandma and checks on her surgery, and I kind of checked out at that point. I was like, "Girl, I'm just really not feeling
Damn.
whatever you're saying." And that's when you have Natalie go out to the hammock with Bria, Noelle, and Shanice.
Mhm.
Bitch popped out like a thief in the night.
Right.
She slid on in there like a
Quick.
lubed up peen going up in a lubed up asshole. Slid right in there, real nice and easy.
Very
Real
vulgar.
nice and easy.
Yeah, this is not about you right now. Okay, let's stick to the show.
Girl, we're not gonna do that. No, we're not gonna do that.
I already did.
Child.
It's been done, girls. Put a stamp and a period on it. Mail it out, girl.
Girl.
Ooh, spicy.
What is
Child.
My
that?
problem with this whole conversation is that if I have issues that I want to talk about, we're not going to do it in mixed company.
Hmm.
Like it's not going to be done in mixed company. I'm gonna talk my stuff because I always do.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, who is this? Okay, well, let's wait till let's talk about the other stuff later. We're not gonna do this, and I felt like it was inappropriate for them to be talking about because they already have their feelings around their girl code and them communicating with each other. I understand that they went to the hammock to be like, girl, my man was acting up last night. Did you see the flamingo costume? It was too much. And did you see how Nick put his hands on such? Did you see the part? I understand them doing that, but once that girl came out, I would have been like, so y'all excited about the bike ride today?
Okay, lighthearted.
I'll be honest though.
No, please don't.
This is, I mean, I don't fuck with her and I really want her to go. But like, this was kind of good for TV though, because they would have never, this conversation would have never got rolling if she wasn't being a messy ass bitch, honestly. Like, let's be clear,
Natalie started the conversation about Nick.
Yeah.
They were talking about Bria and Simon, and it was Natalie ass that started the conversation about Nick because Tasia's her friend.
Yep, but that's why I'm like, Tasia's not your fucking friend.
Show
the
lane.
way that you brought up Nick in this conversation, oh my gosh, she was upstairs waiting for him, and he was downstairs partying still, looking like he was ready for something to get into. He was looking for something to get into. First of all, no, he wasn't. 2, it's his event. So yeah, it's very normal for people to engage with their company and wait until they leave to decide to go to bed. Like, girl, what? What are you even talking about? She was literally looking for a moment. Bria caught the bait when she was like, I do think it's a little weird how he acts around you. And then they all just joined in like, ugh.
Bria ain't got no room to be goddamn talking when you sat there and was like, oh, sleep with me the other day. Come on.
Thank you.
Maybe
And then the thing, about it is, Natalie's acting like her and Tasia are friends. I guarantee you, all that happened, y'all went to dinner maybe once or twice, and now you acting like y'all best friends. Girl, she don't even know you like that, which is why when you, well, we'll get there later, because she shut your ass down like, girl, get away from me. I don't have time for your bullshit. Like, y'all ain't friends like that. And because if that was your friend, you wouldn't be sitting in front among some other girls talking about your friend. You would have went to your friend and pulled your friend to the side and said, hey, let me talk to you, girl, because I'm not gonna go out here with these hoes that I don't know like that. Remember, just last episode, you didn't like them. You didn't like their vibe. You didn't want to be around their black asses. And now all of a sudden you gossiping with them? No, that ain't your friend. Because the friends don't go and do all of that gossiping like that and not pull a friend to the side. That's some fucked up ass shit.
Well, I don't think she was gossiping with them. She was in the midst of them gossiping.
She started the conversation about Tasia and Nick. She started that.
She
started it.
But and by saying what?
That Nick was downstairs looking like he was ready to get into something.
Well, no, what she said was Tasia was in bed, ready to go to bed, and Nick was downstairs with Shanice. He was taking a long time to get up, which I thought was weird.
Said he looked like he was trying to get into something.
I didn't hear him say nothing about Shanice. I heard her say.
She said he looked like he was trying to get into something. She started that.
Oh, so then I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up. Well, I mean, hold on. If she started the train, the other people had other parts all the way to the caboose. They had things to add, though.
But that's her friend.
Right.
That's her friend.
So she was sounding like, so how y'all feel? Because my homegirl was in bed ready to get a little bit of pee, but he felt like he was trying to start something. Is there something I'm missing?
I think we're missing a part too, because she did say, well, let me see if I can investigate this. She did offer to really go to Tasia with the bullshit. So
she did. She was like, I'm gonna go to my friend.
Everybody was like, okay.
Nobody said no.
Was like, they didn't want. She wanted to go investigate, and she wanted them to say something too. Well, should I tell Tasia that y'all want to talk to her? And they was like, nah. Like, no.
I don't remember. Nah.
I don't remember. No, I just don't remember.
Noelle said that she never experienced, she never seen it firsthand to speak on it. Bria says she wanted to stay out of it, and I can't remember what Shanice said, but they did not give her the okay to go and talk to Tasia. They didn't want to talk to her. Basically, let me say that. They wanted to stay out of it, whereas she wanted to continue on after like, you should have read the room. They didn't want to get involved, so you shouldn't have got involved either.
I agree with Sakina. She's right.
Girl, I'm trying to secure a season 2 for me.
Well, baby, you're not a cast.
You're not doing a good job of it.
You're not black, so you're not even going to be on this motherfucking cast.
And your husband may not. I mean, your boyfriend may not either.
Pat.
Yeah, he's
I feel like if that is her friend, she was trying to make sure that. So should I go talk to her about this? And they're like, no, I don't want to be involved. But that doesn't mean that she has to be like, I'm not going to tell her. This is my friend.
Let's
girl.
be clear.
They said that man hands in, grab you. I was around them when they were saying it.
Natalie was not being genuine. Let's be very clear. She was not being a real friend. She was trying to be messy. Okay. Even though I'm here for the mess, the girl was messy as hell. Okay.
If you my friend, I'm coming to you first. Hey, that shit last night, girl, you all right? Because he left you down, and she probably would have been like, I'm fine. He had a party and he needed to, entertain his guests. Natalie ain't shit. Let's just be clear. The bitch ain't shit.
Let me say this too. We're not gonna act as if Amir didn't help paint this picture when it comes down to Nick. Natalie knows what she knows because of Nick. I mean, because of Amir.
That's fair.
Yep.
Deflecting aspect, he did throw Nick under the bus. Well, Nick is looking at girls and Nick is doing this, Nick is doing that. So Natalie already came into the house with this preconceived notion of how Nick gets down in the house. You got the girls already spilling tea to Natalie, and she's so willingly eating it up and going to, Donald and Tasia about, oh, I got the tea. So we already know she messy. She went to that hammock, got what she needed out of the girls, and tried to get the party started. She already knew what it was. Period.
Nick was not Nick. Amir was definitely in her ear. Damn, Amir was a messy.
Teddy said no, because me and Sakina were saying that he was putting batteries in her back, and Teddy said no.
Yeah.
I don't think. I think that
let's move on.
By the time they got to the bike ride, she was already on one. There was no battery to be put in her back. She was already on one by the time they got to that bike ride and shit.
But he had already put the first battery in her bag when they was in the room. Remember, Alex randomly came out the
right. That's what I was going. I was right there. I was right at that next part. The fact that they went upstairs to that room and Amir and Natalie were talking about what the girls were saying about Nick, who was in the bathroom. Fucking Alex. Now, one or two things. Let me say this one thing. I'm gonna let y'all go. One or two things that happened. Either Alex took his ass downstairs and warned Nick and said, bruh, because that's his frat brother, said, bruh,
I don't think so,
they upstairs got some shit. Get your ass ready. Be ready. And Nick probably told Tasia, which is why when Natalie came her ass over there to Tasia, nah, girl, I'm about to leave. I'm good. We good over here. Or either that happened, which I think happened, or he ain't say shit to Nick. And if he didn't say shit to Nick, that's some fucked up ass shit too. Now I'd be real upset if he heard all of that going on and didn't immediately go to Nick and say, bruh, this shit is about to go down. You need to be worried. I think he probably did.
I don't think so.
Go to Nick and tell Nick.
I don't think so. And Tasia gives me ignorance is bliss.
I don't think she gives that.
Yeah.
I think she
gives ignorance is bliss, girl. He didn't even tell you about a bike ride, girl. He couldn't tell you about a bike ride. The whole time she kept saying, Natalie, what do you have? She had to keep asking the girls, what do you have in your closet? Because Nick told her nothing.
I don't think that she's an ignorance is bliss type of person. She's
not playing the game.
She doesn't strike me like that. Right. She's not playing the game. I feel like whatever she has to say to Nick is going to be behind closed doors because that might not be her personality, or she might not want, an audience. Because I know for me, when it comes down to certain things and when I'm in conflict with the person I'm with or whatever, I'm going to keep it cute for now.
Mm-hmm.
But when we get back to the house, then I'm going to cuss your ass out and I'm going to give you my opinion.
For sure.
So I feel like that's probably how Tasia is. I also feel like she's not really that comfortable with being around the camera too, because she kind of has a bit of an awkward stance. Yeah. So I don't think that she's an ignorance is bliss person.
Everything about their relationship, and this is not me being like a Nick hater, because I know y'all like look. I know people already probably think that everything about their relationship, Gerald, it don't seem right. It just seems
it doesn't.
Yeah,
it doesn't. I'm on the side.
It's giving. Okay. Beard, like I don't know.
Thank you, Darren.
Well, we've been saying that since last season, Darren. We've been saying that since last season.
In the whole marriage conversation, did y'all talk about the marriage conversation? Like, well, I don't know,
No, we're really far behind. We started like 40 minutes late.
Oh,
and be clear,
40 minutes late. Really, that's what we're doing.
Let me know y'all get there.
Kent from above. Is that what a sent? Oh, sent from above. For me, I know I'm not. It's not about embarrassing him. I'm not going to embarrass myself. Okay, I don't want to act. Oh, come on, thumbs up. I don't want to act a fool in public, so I'm not going to embarrass me.
Mm-hmm.
Child, I'm gonna do what my mama always used to say when I was young. These people do not know you. If we have some stuff that we need to discuss, now you can talk about me whenever you want to talk about me at home by yourself and those people. So what was their names? You don't know, and you'll probably never see me again, girl. And I acted a plum fool up in that grocery store and threw an apple at him too. Okay, and you tell the story sensationally. Oh my God, and he threw an apple at that man and stormed out. I'm not embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed. I'm gonna say whatever I need to say. Tasia was giving more so like I only get 1 hour with him a month. So can I just finish this crab salad?
I sound like an owl child. Who trying to make everybody gay?
Right, because I've been said that about Nick since last season. Because that's just what Nick gives off.
And nobody else and no other man in the house give that but Nick.
Exactly. We ain't said that about Alex. We ain't said that about Amir. We ain't said that about well, we ain't gotta say that about Preston.
Right.
I don't think that Nick is hiding his sexuality. I
don't think so as well. I think that it's something up with him and his girlfriend, and this whole cultist behavior that they got going on is very weird for me. Okay, that's just it. It's very cultist behavior, and it's sad to me that she came on this trip, and every episode we've seen her, it's been y'all got a t-shirt, you got this, because her boyfriend's not telling her her boyfriend is not telling her anything at all. Now we going on bike rides, and you coming down looking like you're about to break windows in the Beyonce video. Why is you got the lemonade dress on it and red? Like,
I am weak. I am weak.
But I feel like Nick is hiding things.
I'm not gonna give him too much when it comes down to him not telling her that they were going bike riding, because you could go bike riding in anything. It does not matter.
So they bring something to bike riding.
Okay, but also shit. I forgot. Me and my best friend last week, we were supposed to go swimming. This bitch wore her whole bathing suit to this event that we went to, and I forgot to tell her that the shit was canceled.
These people must be super bougie, because I ride bikes in any clothes.
In anything, right?
Yeah, you can ride a bike in anything.
I ride a bike.
I will say they did have a basket and stuff, so she could really could. It was giving Handmaid's Tale. She could have rode that bike with that dress on.
Y'all really think Nick cornball ass is controlling? Nah,
Nick don't get me controlling. That don't give me controlling.
He don't give me that.
Yes,
he don't give me controlling.
Nah, he don't give me no damn control.
I don't get controlling from him.
Maybe manipulation, maybe.
But that's a form of control. I think that he keeps her so much in the dark, but she really likes him. That's a form of control. Now, whether or not y'all see it that way, that it's a form of control. It's a form of control. Now, I'm not telling you anything, so you're gonna have to just deal with how things come at you.
I don't think that. First of all, I don't think we see enough of them together and their interactions to be able to make an assessment of whether or not it is controlling. You know, so I just don't think that's that
Silas is controlling. He's
Silas is controlling.
He's overtly controlling in your face.
Perfect.
Right.
Yeah, and also Nick was the only one who was on his controlling ass last season.
It sure was, because he had that conversation with him.
Because he was like, "Yo, pull it to the side. Don't do it overtly. Do it behind the scenes."
It's not giving that.
A few times he was on Silas' ass in front of everybody, and he pulled his ass to the side. So yeah, no. Nick is secretive though, and that's why
he's very secretive.
Nick,
see, he the type I could never trust.
Oh yeah, not at all.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, he is definitely he shows signs of being a trash boyfriend for sure. And
he a capper.
Don't do that. Don't do that. That's a lot of things we gonna do. We're not gonna do that.
I don't think he shows signs of being a boyfriend at all.
Well, then there's that.
Well, I mean, it begs the question, but okay.
Then we get to the conversation of the episode.
Oh God, you want to just put
Bria and Simon? They don't go on the bike ride, and they discuss all that. Let me just run down what they said, and then I'm gonna let y'all go.
Yeah.
They discuss the events of the previous night. They start to really dig into their relationship. Simon brings up an event that he had, and she didn't behave well. And he said behave like he was talking about a pet. Bria brings up all the racism she's had to endure in Germany and the fact that he doesn't support her. She says he's blind to racism because he's white. She says his family is racist toward her. She mentions a situation when a girl told her to go back to her country and the other girl that was with her pushed her and he did not support her. She also mentioned that one of Simon's cousins said she ain't know Simon was into indigenous women.
Indigenous.
And that's what they said. But at the end of the conversation, she said, but I think we can work that out. I'll let y'all have it.
Bria, and I don't want to victim blame.
Yeah, you do. Because it sounds like you do. Just go ahead and do it.
Okay, let me do it then. Because at the end of the day, if you're gonna sit your ass, if you're gonna sit there and reveal all that shit,
thank you,
and still make the conscious decision to be with this man, like, and I'm not against interracial relationships, like I'm here for, but like I feel like if I was with a white man, the moment racism is present, you need to be freaking okay. You on my side, okay? Because I'm sacrificing whatever being with your family. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he's over there acting like that. Why are you still there?
Why?
Hey, must be the money.
But
and you know what? Too, I just felt like you had all these. For me, it seemed like before we even got down to this racism being an issue within their relationship, it already sounded like Bria really wasn't checking for him anymore. It seemed like she was looking for a way out, or just that was like, I guess that flamingo suit was the last straw for her. And then for you to reveal to us that there's racism issues within the relationship and he's not protecting you, it's like, what are you sticking around for? I just don't understand. And then Simon, for me, he was not apologetic.
Nope.
He was going about his business.
Yep.
For her to feel as if, oh yeah, I want to stay with him because he accepts me even when I'm wrong. No, bitch, that man just dismissed you on a very serious topic, a very serious issue that y'all have within y'all's relationship.
On this black ass show.
Anything. He has not acknowledged how you felt in those situations, and yet you feel like whatever he said was enough for you to stand by him and continue on with the relationship. Girl, you sound crazy to me. You sound crazy and you look crazy. But you want your white king at any cost, apparently. Miss Bria from Calabasas. Baby, if you from Calabasas, it's a flock of white men that I'm sure be happy to be with you. But German man, which I'm sure y'all have cultural differences and everything else, this is who you chose, and this is what you're gonna have to deal with. Girl, have at it. The fuck?
Girl.
Right.
Bria,
and I don't want to hear shit else about their issues. I don't.
Yeah.
Busy, you look like you burst in to say something. Go ahead.
I'm not trying to be a contrarian,
but
so I'm gonna start with that. Ain't no but. I'm just gonna start with that because I know how y'all hoes do. I'm gonna say it this way. I could, because of the way that I experience or see Bria, and I think we talked about this on one of our channels. Y'all make sure y'all go watch one of the videos from our channel. Who we see ourselves in, and I said I see myself in Bria. And the way that sometimes I can have outbursts, I get really crazy, I get I don't think that Simon himself is racist. Like he has never showcased that, where Natalie has openly been like, I don't want to be out there with those niggers. I have not seen that from Simon. And listening to Bria talk about Simon and her frustrations with him, me and my partner, maybe I should leave my partner. Y'all put it down in the comments. But me and my partner had this conversation today where I was just talking to him. I guess that's the thing that I'm going to bring up. But he's an extreme introvert, and confrontation is not his thing. And anytime I raise my voice just a little bit, it's just like, oh my God, busy, calm down. Like, wait, because his thing is just like, let's just keep it calm, cool. It's not that serious. And when she was talking to him, she was saying, you don't acknowledge anything. And maybe it's because you're white. She didn't say maybe, but it's because you're white and you don't have to acknowledge it. But then when she kept talking about all the things he was missing, I feel like the man just don't like confrontation. He's just trying to
fuck.
He's just trying to have fun. He's trying to deal with life, and he's trying to just minimize whatever.
How about I'll say this. I'll say this.
Talk.
Go ahead. Do your big one.
So I feel like that's his personality. Like I'm not gonna. Now, is it fair? Is it right? Is it the best thing to do? No, as a partner. And I feel like her sometimes, and I had this conversation with my partner. It's hard when you always feel like you got to be the strong one, you got to be the outspoken one, you got to be the one to say something, because it feels like Simon doesn't bring up when she's doing something wrong. He just deals with it, unless she's like, "Well, you would never have done that if I was at your big girl, but you did." But I don't say nothing about it because you act a fool all the time. But you did do it because you went into my event for 5 minutes and then said, "I can't even do it," and sat in the car with your damn dog.
That's because she was dealing with a situation that involved racism. It was a whole different situation.
Different. She was
whether it's different or not, you have done it.
Yeah, but she's the only black girl sitting up amongst other people, and she's already feeling uncomfortable.
And that's fair.
That's what threw a wrench in all. When she threw in that race card, now either one or two things, Busy. Either that was an out and out lie, and she just did that to keep the heat off of her, or that's something that really happened, and that's why she reacted the way that she did. And he's just using that as to, well, last season when we was here, you da-da-da-da-da. Because you know how people do. They will conflate one issue over the other. So he could just he could very well gaslight her and be like, well, you always overreact and you always do this. But no, if I'm telling you and you my man, this is what the fuck is being said to me, and I don't like that shit, and you just cavalier about it, oh, well, it'll be all right, oh, well, it'll be this, it'll be that, I'm gonna show my ass too.
But what if you
let's be clear too.
You're never satisfied.
But let's be clear too.
Because you act the same with all these situations. You act
in a lot of, but this is not every
situation.
This is not every situation. And we are in an interracial relationship. And in a lot of these interracial relationships, the white person expects the black person to look beside something. They want the black person to explain away why their mate didn't check somebody, why you let your mama say anything to me, and you just want me to go along to get along, and you want me to suffer in silence.
I don't
want me to
I
sit
don't
there
think that's what's going on here.
Wait. Like you said, we let you talk.
I'm gonna shut up.
Now, you want me to suffer in silence and sit here and be abused, sit here and be dehumanized, because that's the first thing they do. They don't even see you as being human. And you want me to sit up here and just deal with it. Now, that's not fair. You can't just sit there and say, oh, well, you're an introvert. Oh, well, because I can't tell that you're an introvert when you standing on top of damn countertops and shit. You got on fucking flamingo outfits and shit, dancing around. No, you can't have it both ways. No, sorry. You can't have it both ways. And just like you had enough unction to tell her, well, you shouldn't have went out there and sat in the car and that was wrong, and you felt that she was wrong, did you go and check the people who were wrong that called her an indigenous woman? Did you go and check the people who were wrong that told her to go back to her country? Did you check your cousin, your mama, your sister, your whoever to tell them they was wrong? But you want to check her and tell her she was wrong, and you can't have that both ways.
But he wasn't checking her. The thing is, he did check her.
Oh, he did.
No, I think he did what most people who are
he
not
told her she did not behave.
I think he did what most people, and maybe I've been gaslit and y'all are opening up things for me. But I remember having a conversation with my partner, was like, how do I know that this situation is bigger than the other situation? Because you act the same about everything that you're upset about. Whether it's an ice cream cone or the lady called you the N-word.
Let me give you the perfect example. Let me give you an example. I got you on this. Okay. This is how you can do that, because it's certain things are different. It's one thing if somebody, you and your man is out and somebody just, something happens and it pisses you off. It's another thing when people come at you and now they start being homophobic. That hits and stings a little different. And you telling me how I react to that is going to be different than something else, because that is that's the nature of your relationship. And in the same vein, because they are in an interracial relationship in Germany of all places, God of mercy, and these people do and say these things, my reaction to racism is not the same as my reaction to something else.
Or maybe
and don't
it
try to
is, and
make
I
it.
don't know the difference.
Wait a minute. And even if you tell me it is, our relationship is something that's very different for you, very different for the people around you, and in our culture. And
that's
you
fair.
can't try.
I don't know if it's my internet, but God said he didn't need to say what he needed to say. All I'm saying is sometimes, and maybe I'm being gaslit, or because the people's like busy, shut up, and maybe I will. Sometimes I know I overreact at paper cut, the bus being late, the buses is filthy, the buses is dirty. And I also but everything gets the same reaction. I'm frustrated, I'm mad, this don't make no sense. So then when you have a partner who's non-confrontational and they just trying to keep the peace and have fun, they probably look at it like, I don't know what the difference is between this issue and the other issue. And I heard Bria when she was saying, well, you got to listen to me as I'm trying to talk to you about it, because racism is different than the other issue. And I have problems with this thing, which is different than the race thing. And you need to see the differences. I don't think that Simon is trying to blatantly ignore them. I don't think that he's seeing them. And I know people who just don't see them. I don't think she should be with a person like that. But also, I don't think he means harm to her. I think that he cares about her and loves her. And I think he's one of those people where you date someone and their mom is really mean to them, and you're like, just don't worry about them. Don't worry about her. She don't like any woman that I date. She don't like no man that I date. Leave it alone. And it's like, yeah, but they call me the N-word. Just they call everybody N-word. That's not my ministry. Let's not even
go
talk
ahead,
about
Sakina.
it. Let's not discuss it.
Okay, Busy, I don't agree with you at fucking all, okay?
Okay.
Because I don't give a fuck if Simon is not a confrontational person. I'm not a confrontational person. But what it is that they took on the responsibility to be in an interracial relationship where this is not just a U.S. situation. Racism exists all around the world. It's hard being Black, period.
Agreed.
When you take on the responsibility of being in an interracial relationship, it's up to you to be educated and well-versed on racism so you can know what it looks like and so you can protect your partner at all costs. So when I see stuff like that, or when I hear the excuses that you're making for him, it just does not make sense to me. I don't give a fuck how ditzy, dumb, however he want to play it, because I understand there is cultural differences, but racism is it's a global situation.
Yeah.
So I don't,
especially in Germany.
Yeah, I don't care about how unconfrontational he is, because his family, if your cousins and everybody else is calling me ambiguous and everything else, or I say ambiguous.
Come on, ambiguous. You are very ambiguous.
Indigenous. You already know if your family got racism in it, that was a learned behavior. That's typically generations of racism.
And maybe it could have skipped.
But at the same time,
and if it skipped,
Go ahead, Terry.
in it.
But at the same time, as much as we could give Simon, I blame Bria, because Bria, you knew that. You called it out, and you still said there at the end of all of that shit, at the end of you expressing how you felt, at the end of telling him how that made you felt, and he's still like, whatever. And then you're going to turn around and say, but you know what? I think that, we could probably get back. Bria, shut the fuck up and get the fuck out my face.
Yeah, because I don't want to hear you no
more. At that point, the scene wasn't needed no more. I'm like,
yeah, you could have left that all. You could have left that all the way out. Like, girl, we didn't even need this. That could have stayed on the editing room floor.
No, I guess not, because y'all got so many feelings about it. Y'all got your dicks hard about it. So,
wait, no. Don't try and brush past that. Absolutely not. And I'll speak for myself if I don't speak for nobody else. As a Black man in this country, and as people that often endure racism, and when you bring it to us, we're not going to be silent about it. We're not going to not say anything. Wait a minute. So don't try and brush us off.
I didn't brush it off. I said it was needed.
You did. You did.
Yeah,
You,
said we
you
was
did just try and brush us off.
I
You
said it
really
clearly
did.
it was needed because it got y'all dicks hard about trying to even talk about y'all.
Our
It
dicks
was
are
needed.
always hard about situations that involve race and
And
how
it should be.
we
I didn't say it was a
go
bad
about
thing.
being ourselves. Don't you are minimalizing the fact that we do have some things to say about this.
You are. And this
You
one
are very much so minimalizing
The
that.
girls
Okay.
are.
because
Hold
didn't
on.
they go to an HBCU?
Order in the court. Order in the court. Come on.
Did you? Didn't you go to an HBCU?
Well,
Did
just
Jamaica?
going to an HBCU has nothing to do with people's
Let's be
ideologies
clear, and
about race
I
and
want to
things
make
like
sure
that.
that I can't.
Everybody is their
said
own
this.
person.
He
You know, I know a
said,
lot
to
of
be
people
honest,
with
this conversation was
HBCUs
not important.
that still
After
ain't
she said
shit.
those things, they could have kept it on the cutting room floor. I came in and said, clearly not. They needed to showcase it because y'all just got hard talking about it. Now, whether or not you think it's a minimization of your feelings or minimizing it, I felt like it needed to be in there because it gave y'all discourse. Outside of that, secondly, I felt like, and I'm not here trying to defend Simon, and I want to make sure that that's very clear because I'm not
a tinge, but I hear you.
I mean, I get it. I see how it comes off. I'm not aloof to that.
Okay.
I'm not trying to defend Simon. I'm just trying to defend some people. Him being a white man, sometimes you just don't know. You just don't.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all.
And I hear you, and that's fair. And I hear you, and that's fair. Sometimes because you don't have to think about it. So why is it on your conscience? Like if you do not have to think about it, why is it in your conscience? I'm black, and half the people I know don't know nothing that's going on in the Congo. Like just because you're the same skin color as me does not make you my kind, and it does not mean that I need to be focused on whatever your issues are. I don't see them. I don't do that. But I feel like where Bria and Simon connect is I do feel like he really does care about her. And I guess I saw that a little bit more when he went to go apologize to, unfortunately, to apologize to Nick about like, hey, my girlfriend, she did not like that I did that. And she let me know how bad it was. And I feel bad now. And now I have to apologize to you. He took it into consideration and he did what needed to be done to fix the situation about it. And then also, I think Bria is very similar to me. I act a fool in every situation. And it don't matter what the situation is, I'm going to act a fool. So I'm going to stick beside him because whether I burn this, because I will burn the bridge while I'm standing on it and I'll laugh as I die. I think that she's like, well, let me just stick with him because he got money, but also he gonna deal with the fact that my mood swings and the way I feel about things is just gonna change no matter what it is. And I'm bringing up race, but also if the tomato is spoiled, I'm going back to that store and I'm cussing everybody out in the store. How dare y'all sell this to me?
Go ahead, Sakina.
You know, I kind of forgot what I was gonna say at this point.
Thank God.
But what the fuck was I about to say? Because it was something about what you said.
I never said anything, to be honest. We can go on
it was some crazy shit that you said. Oh, basically saying like he cared about what Bria said. He didn't show an ounce of empathy.
Didn't give a damn.
So I don't really understand where you seen that at because
he went to go apologize to Nick.
I don't think that had anything to do with Bria. I think that was some misogyny in this because Nick is a man and Bria is a woman. I very much feel like he wanted to make it right with a man because Nick is a man and it was brought to his attention. I think if this were Jordan or Jasmine or one of the girls, it wouldn't have been no part.
So what would have been a better way to showcase to her from your perspective?
That argument that they had was bigger than that damn flamingo outfit. He's talking about racism in the dynamic in their relationship.
I can't fix that right now. I can fix the floaty thing.
But what you said, based off of what you said, he was basically acknowledging what you were saying, apologizing, sympathetic, whatever you said that he was, and he gave zero.
I'm not saying he was any of those. I feel like he took it in and he was trying to make steps towards it.
I don't feel like that.
I don't feel like that.
You the one that brought it up anyway. If he would have never brought up, you was acting a fool, we would have never had this race conversation.
No, she brought up him acting a fool and said, I would never have done that. And he said, well, but you have.
But I'm not mad at her for how she acted because they was calling her all type of nigga bitches.
And
So I
that's
get
cool.
that.
That's
I
cool.
get her going the hell off.
And
so
that's
him
cool.
trying to
But
use
you have
that,
done it.
well, you acted like this at this, yeah, because they was calling me all type of nigga bitches.
So, but you have done it,
like that
regardless of the reason, because I thought we were going to the pool, which is why I brought down the floaty. That was my reason. They called, and you still thought it was inappropriate. They called you an N-word, and you felt like that was the reason, and you acted inappropriate. Either way, don't act like I have done something different than you have done. Girl, don't. Oh, I would never act like you, but you have. Regardless of your reason, because I told
and
you
is this
that
the
I
first
thought
time
we were
he's
going
told
to the
her
pool,
that though?
and that's why I put her
the
floaty.
first time he said that to her? Because if he didn't say that to no,
the things that she does wrong.
If he just like when he did something, she immediately addressed it. Hey, bro, this is wrong. We don't even know how long this was that happened. And now because I brought up when you messed up, now you trying to throw it back at me and say, but you messed up a time or two before. No, we're not talking about
that you messed up.
We're talking about now.
She
we're
said
about,
if I would have done that, you would have been upset. Well, girl, but you did.
Now. We're talking about right now.
So then why don't bring up the past then? I'm sorry. I'm not gonna say that it's the best thing to do because I hate when people try to. I don't want you to conflate my argument with your arguments because if you had a problem with it, you should have said it then.
But that's what you're doing.
It is how I feel. But also, if I'm gonna antagonize you and say, well, you definitely would have been mad if I brought this stuff up, but I would never have done that. I don't think it's wrong for him to be like, but you did. But
you did not. You coming in the damn party. No.
You did it.
He said that, first of all, now that you brought that up, it's even more disrespectful that he brought up what she did. Because what he said she did was she went in a car and decided not to stay there because the people were being racist toward her. That's a very different situation than you coming in a party and acting an ass with a goddamn flamingo situation on. It's completely different. Don't try to make it like it's the same argument. It's not
weird to me.
It's not at all. It's not at all.
Most of the people that I listened to when it came to reviews, they were like, well, him being in a flamingo costume really wasn't that big of a deal. Okay, her going out to the car and sit down in the car is not that big of a deal. But apparently they both feel like you should be in here with me.
Baby, you can try to argue for that man. You could try to make all kinds of
argue
for that man.
But I will say that I understand why she stays with him.
What it is.
I see where the differences are, and I don't think that Simon is all at fault. I don't think that he's racist. I do think that he cares about her. I don't think that he's all at fault for everything. I think Bria.
We're not saying that.
I think Bria has some work that she needs to do, some therapy she needs to do. Maybe he also needs some, and they need to do cultural competency courses together. But I'm not gonna look at him and say, well, he's a racist man, he's not supporting her, when I feel like if she wakes up on the wrong side of the bed, she's gonna blame the president.
The bike ride happened next. It looked like the bike ride was a good time.
Was it though?
The bike ride looked like it was a good time. I looked like I would have had a good time on the bike ride.
Something light and airy.
Amir is still throwing up and got a lot going on. Nick and Tasia go to this sandbar. And so then when everybody else get to the sandbar, that's when Natalie tried to pull Tasia to the side. And she went over there and started rubbing this woman on her head like she was a pet or some shit. Girl, Tasia looked up at her and said, I'm leaving. Girl, no. Girl, go sit back down. Baby, the way Tasia looked,
that's the part where I said she don't want to play the games.
Go sit your ass down.
What you got to say? What's up? I would have stepped aside.
That's why I said I believe she knew. I believe she knew exactly what Natalie was going to say, because I think Alex went and told Nick, and Nick told Tasia. I'm telling you,
it's possible. Happened. It's possible because he was in the bathroom.
He was right there in the bathroom.
Yeah,
and Baby, she
So
looked at Natalie. No, girl, you're not getting this moment. Girl, no, ma'am. Girl, go sit your ass down and leave me the fuck alone. You won't get this one off me. Your white ass. You can play over there with them girls over there. What you're not gonna do is play with me.
I
That's what
think
you're not gonna
Tasia
do.
probably would have
Yeah.
did it if it was an actual cast member. Like if it was Shanice or Jasmine, somebody like that, I believe she probably would have entertained it. But for Natalie, girl, bye. You ain't finna get nothing off me. Who are you?
You
But
ain't
I think the
nobody.
other part about it is you waited till now. Girl, I'd have
Right,
been in this house all this time. You
right.
didn't see me yesterday. You didn't see me today. And girl, now you know I'm getting ready to go to the fucking airport and you want to talk to me now? Nah, girl, I'm about to go.
And
Sorry,
then they
girl.
did this last season with her. So that's probably another reason why she like, yeah, I'm cool. But I really don't blame Tasia. I don't. Y'all did this to me last year, and now y'all trying to do this to me again
Hmm.
this year. Nah, I'm cool.
Exactly.
We
And that's
good.
another reason why I said what I said as far as Natalie being all up in the mix. Bria already said, she said when they were on the Hammy that she brought Nick's ways to Tasia's attention last summer.
Mm-hmm.
That should have been enough. That shit this was played out on TV already. Natalie, you already knew what the fuck was going on. So for you to bring this to her yet again, no.
And acting like this not a TV show and she's not gonna see this shit. You know what I'm saying? Every
That's
real
what I
time.
said. Mind
Girl.
your business and let this shit play out on TV, and Tasia will handle it the way that she want to handle it. I also feel like that's another reason why Tasia is kind of like uncomfortable being in this production heavy ass environment. Everything is for show. And when you just live your life regularly and pop in and out of a reality show, yes, sometimes it's just like, okay, no, bitch, I don't want to talk to you. I also got this cameraman in my face. We also at the table with his castmates. My man is right here across from me. Girl, no, I don't want to talk to you. I'm about to go. Fuck all this
Right.
TV shit. I'm out
Yeah.
of
Girl, I'm about to go.
But in fairness, though, Nick doesn't do himself any favors. He's too
here.
secretive. He's too sneaky. And he does have a little bit of connivingness to him. So I will say, even though I don't like what they did to Nick, he did kind of set the tone.
Mm-hmm.
He did.
And I said that too. I said that in my review. Nick helped paint the picture.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the reason why Tasia is being embarrassed on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Shocker,
Darren, what
shocker,
you
y'all
got to
feel
say?
that way. Shocker, y'all feel that way.
Oh, girl. Darren, what you got to say?
Girl, when I saw that, I kind of wanted to see how the conversation would have went, but I guess she decided not to do it. I mean, I don't know. You know, I feel like maybe Nick did kind of coach her and was like, yeah, if they try to talk to you about something, don't fall for it.
But she went through it last year. That's what I'm saying. This is not new.
Right.
This is second. We know how she's going to react.
Right.
Probably like she did last year.
I guess I was just kind of disappointed that she didn't want to rise to the occasion.
She didn't want to get the party started.
Let's be clear. I don't think she knew what the occasion was. I don't think she knew what the occasion was. I hear what El Teddy and I think T is saying in agreement. I don't feel like she knew. I think she was like, girl, I got 30 minutes left with this man and I gotta go back on the boat. I don't know what you about to talk about, but I just don't want to do it here. Like, I don't know what it is. And I don't think she was like looking at it as, oh, we already did this last season. I think she was like seriously like, girl, I'm about to get on the boat.
Natalie and Tasia are friends. They were friends.
That's
Allegedly.
what the girl said. But
That's
I mean,
what
the way that Tasia was like, why are you? What's going on?
Don't touch me.
Yeah.
And let me address this because I see, people are saying I don't think he painted anything and contributed to any of the stuff that me and Terrence had addressed. What I'm speaking from is from point A, last season, where he was in Bria, Shanice, Jordan, Sims. He was very much so jealous that Amir was pursuing Jordan last season. And when everybody friend zoned him, that decided to make the announcement of him having a girlfriend.
Yeah.
So when you do shit like that and nobody even knew that you had a girlfriend, yes, you help paint this picture of you being an ain't shit.
Mhm.
And so the women ran with that. As soon as Tasia touched down, what Bria do? Pull her to the side and told her what her nigga been up to behind her back.
And I didn't blame them for doing that then. I understood it because it's like, how's you all up on our stuff, and then here comes Tasia, and y'all been together for what, a year last year, and it's like, girl, what? Even Silas and Nick and all of them was like, bitch, we talk to you almost every day. Where the hell did Tasia come from?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they didn't even know.
I don't know what's going on, and my thing is like, Nick, if you don't want to be taken monogamous, like, just go do something. I mean, go.
Right, or live in your truth. Cause I love how you, Nick.
Oh wow,
absolutely not. You think he going to? He has
I love
manipulative
how you, Nick.
man.
You
He
would play me like you
gay
did,
man. Let's be very clear. Ain't no difference.
Y'all are missing the point. We're starting from the beginning. None of this conversation from this season would have happened had he not behaved the way that he behaved last season. That's where we're getting at. No, he has not done anything this season. Yes, he was a little handsy. He addressed it with the ladies. It was squashed. But I'm talking from the beginning.
Yeah.
Right.
Didn't they show flashbacks of people being uncomfortable with him this season, like Jordan?
Yes.
They didn't show the 3 people that had something to say.
Be clear.
Does Sakina have something to say about that? You said that, oh no, he didn't do anything this season. Does Sakina have something to say about that? Because they did show flashbacks of people feeling uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but he addressed the situation with them,
and
they said,
mean that it did not happen. So,
no, they
addressing the
said
situation does not mean that it does not happen.
No.
So then
nobody said it did not happen. What we're saying is that they said,
you just touched down.
They
on the
said,
beat. You remember the stuff that was going on last year, girl? They said the same things happening this year. You need to check your man or leave him.
We're never negating the fact that he was handsy. If you go back to my reviews, even on my thumbnail, I told him to keep his hands to himself because he is very handsy. I've always said that. And once he spoke to Jordan in Summer, I respected that because he went straight. He heard from Preston in the minute, and he
went straight to them.
Lady.
Yeah.
So once he did that, he was clean with me.
Yes, me too.
Because they even said it's not that bad.
Okay.
They even said it's not that bad. You're not, sometimes you could be. They even made it like it wasn't a big deal, like it wasn't a big, because they said, well, it's not like you're inappropriate or anything like that, but I do feel like they even made it like it wasn't, and they were good after that. So I don't know where these other 3 stooges come from, with their fuck shit. I don't know where the fuck they come from.
Who the 3 stooges? Let's name them.
Noelle, Shanice, and Bria.
But Noelle said she wasn't in it. She
was right over there saying he was handsy. She was right there.
Wait, hold up, chat. Did she say that?
Yes.
She said he was.
Oh, sorry, Darren. And I know you just got here, but you're not allowed to talk to the chat participants and stuff like that.
Please don't do that because no. What we're not gonna do. No.
Who can address them?
Darren has been here quite often. He's quite familiar with how to address my chat and everything here. He don't do that. I got this. Thank you.
Anyway, yes, Darren, Noelle did say that because remember she said that in her confessional specifically, she did say, even though she, spoke amongst the group too, but in her confessional, she said, if it was my boyfriend, I would not want him to have his hand draped on another woman's breast. And they showed a picture of Nick with his hands around Noelle, and his hands was down, was down her body. It was against her breast and everything. And so, I mean, he's lanky, so it is what it is, but she didn't get into the conversation. So her hands ain't clean in it.
And instead of them being real and saying, because when so-and-so happened, then they would have turned around, well, no, that's not what I said. No, I did not say that. What I said was.
Yeah, they wasn't standing on business. I ain't gonna lie. They kind of pissed me off.
I don't want to say that. They did stand on business. They didn't.
They didn't. They were backpedaling the pussy popping. They came right on out and said, oh no, we didn't say all of that. We didn't mean that. I didn't say that. Oh no. And he checked their ass and said, no, bitch, you did say it. Tell me what you said, whore.
Yeah, he did
I
check
can't
him.
write it down.
He did check him, honey. He did check him, honey.
Girl, no, I don't think so. I don't think it was a check mark or check or nothing.
Thank you, Miss Baythang. Miss
Yes,
Baythang say shout out to the 300-ish people in the chat. Thank you, Miss Baythang. But no, he checked. Well, let me get to this. On the ride back to the airport, did y'all notice that she kept saying, "My last name is Burrows. My last name is Burrows." I don't think she was saying that he didn't know her last name. I think she was trying to check him and say, "I'm not changing my last name if anything happens."
That's what I was getting to. I was like, okay, either she's gonna stick to her same last name, or she like, okay, nigga, you ain't proposed to me, so what have you been talking about?
Right. Because I saw some people on Twitter was saying, "Oh, he don't know her last name." I don't believe no positive. I didn't get that.
Come on.
Like I was just like, girl.
Okay, y'all, right?
Like,
didn't know her name.
And then we got the big blow up. Then they kept texting because Nick was texting Natalie, and Amir was trying to tell Natalie, don't tell him this and that and the third. And Nick was upset, and he let her know. And then they get back to the house, and Nick is waiting with bated breath, filming like, "Girl, I'm here, waiting. Girl, come on." As soon as they stepped in the house, "All right, girl, go call her from upstairs because we got this type of time. Go call that hoe now. Bring this bitch down now." I'm shitting, bitch. Clamp it off, snip it off, pinch it off, and bring your ass downstairs. Girl, pinch that shit off and bring your ass downstairs. I was here for it. And they absolutely. Noelle was like, "Oh, I didn't say that. He hasn't done anything to me." Backpedaled in the pussy popping. And the thing that incensed me was Bria.
Yeah.
Bria was real out of order. Get it off your chest. Get it off. Wait, really? Because you're the whore. Because when he said something to her, "You're not gonna talk to me like that. You're not gonna raise your voice." Bitch, you've raised your voice to everybody in this house. Every time anything slightly bothers you, you yell at people, you scream at people, you do all types of antics. But then when somebody said, and he wasn't even really yelling at you like that, girl. He was being very assertive with you. "Hey, bitch, I need to hear what the fuck you said." And now all of a sudden, "Don't talk to me like that." She was trying to play the woman card. I'm sorry. I sees it as it is. She was trying to play the woman card. He was not here for it. "No, bitch. What did you? Oh, get it off your chest. No, bitch. No, you get it off your chest because you had so much to say."
Where the hell Simon was?
And I appreciate Alex for standing up for Nick in that moment because I agree with him. Y'all been doing this for like the past couple episodes. Like, so what is it? Right. Get it all out in the open now. What did he do? How did he make you feel? Go on ahead and everybody talk about it so we ain't got to bring this shit up again. I was on his side with that.
My only problem was with the girls really did backpedal because the conversation that y'all was having with Natalie was not the conversation y'all was having.
No,
there.
No,
and that was pissing me off because if y'all really felt away, I would have definitely been like, "Yeah, you touchy feely," because there is receipts of him being touchy feely. So what is? I mean,
yeah, y'all could have easily.
Why not say it? Y'all scared he ain't gonna fight y'all?
And that's the thing. Even with Bria, even with Bria, the way that she handled Nick, it was so whack.
Yeah, it was.
Really, Shanice and Bria, but specifically Bria for sure, because she gave off a very condescending tone. And it's like Nick is so supportive of your dumb ass. Every time you storm off, every time you act a fool, Nick be on your damn side. I ain't gonna say necessarily on your side, but he's still supportive throughout your BS. And then even Shanice almost choked, and all of a sudden she coming up with something new. I never said that you were handsy. I just said that you were looking, and shut the hell up.
You were looking. You had your titties out. I mean, like.
And he told her ass, "My eyes are my hands now."
You gonna get fucked tonight. That's what you said, Shanice.
Baby, that's what that's exactly what I said in my review.
No,
it's the same one who said that you was gonna fuck him hours before his girlfriend got there.
No, when he told Noelle ass, "I know you want to be included, but I ain't never did shit to you." Like, girl, I know you think you missed me.
Yeah, no,
girl, I ain't never did shit to you. I ain't even look in your direction.
Bag the hell out of her.
Bitch, shut that shit down.
Noelle, and they had Noelle was
I was like, oh, girl,
Don't even
go
get
off.
And
she
then Noelle in her
Girl, get
confessionals
your
talk
wig up.
about something. Well, if you didn't do anything, why would you feel away? Excuse me, you're running
lost
around here
weight.
basically trying to call this man a pedo.
A predator. Damn near.
Anybody is gonna get offended, feel away, take up for themselves. Girl, what the hell are you talking about? Like, what do you mean, Noelle? Don't see that's the AKA shit. That's why I'm fool with y'all.
That's what it is. You ain't lying. You are not lying, Terrence.
She definitely lost a few points with
Yeah.
that
Now
because
they
it was
giving
like,
Giselle.
girl, no, this is definitely
Wait, say that again, Darren.
I
Ow.
said, now they giving Giselle.
Ow.
And
I
she
just felt uncomfortable. Like,
Wow.
in a room.
It is giving Giselle.
they
It
was
is giving
turning it out.
Giselle.
They was turning it out. Once he got them together, then they wanted to backpedal. They don't remember stuff. They face all screwed up. Is accusations being made, but he
Yeah.
can talk for himself.
Terrence. BusyBlu 1908 said, hold on, don't do us.
I mean, listen, I'm sorry, but you know, y'all got to blame Noelle, y'all got to blame Giselle. See, all them raggedy folk, blame them, honey. Don't blame me. I'm just calling it out, boo. No shade. You know, y'all know how I do. I'm just saying, her being the AKA don't help out her plight at all.
Julian, you know what? I peeped that this episode. At the end, I was like, wow, truly original.
That's really original.
I did ask peep that this episode.
But I will say this though. Tasia, if you do come back next season, I am gonna need for you to speak up for your damn self, sis. Like eventually, you're gonna have to stand up for your man, sir. You're gonna have to stand up for your man, sir. Because if it was me, I would have stood up for mine. Cool. But this year, y'all not finna do that shit. I'm just saying, Tasia. Eventually, you're gonna have to do something. You either have to check your man or you have to check them women.
I don't feel like. Wait, what was that? Hold on, because I just seen a post. Oh, they didn't expect Nick to defend himself.
I don't think they did.
I don't think they
probably didn't. But at the same time, Nick is not somebody who will shy away from a conversation. And we've seen that since season 1 when he addressed Silas and was very vocal about his controlling antics.
Wait, Spicy Original says they're not together anyway. Wait, you talk about Nick and Tasia? Oh,
yeah, wow. Nick and Tasia.
Good.
Yeah. So that's what I've heard. I don't know how true that is. I guess we'll see at the reunion, but I believe it because I don't see her anywhere on his Instagram. But
wow, Tasia, you allowed them hoes to talk you up out of your relationship. I guess.
I don't even think it's that. It's probably the embarrassment from his ways from season 1.
Probably.
And probably, you know, just other things that he had in the background, because when it did come down to the marriage question, he was very long-winded with that. And you know, I don't know, there's probably other factors to the relationship that we're not privy to.
I mean, in fairness, he did end it with "I see wedding bells." That don't count.
But no, here's my question. They wanted to do all of this and have all this fever with Nick. Why the fuck were y'all going off on this whore that went and told Nick? Where was the energy for Natalie ass? Because y'all should have went in on that bitch.
I agree.
That's the bitch who y'all should have went in on.
Noelle, you brought that up in your confessionals. I wish you would have just said that to her face.
Amir would have shut that down with his little ass.
And I don't give a damn because it gave a cliffhanger ending. I'm gonna give them grace to
maybe they'll do a next episode.
Yeah, if she don't get no heat next week, which it looked like Bria is gonna be getting on Amir's ass about it. But if they don't get on his ass next week or her ass, it's gonna be a problem. Go ahead, Busy.
Go ahead, Busy.
So I'll let y'all hoes talk. Okay, y'all got y'all this group think one track mind. That's cute for y'all, and I love it for y'all. I still
go ahead, say what you got to say, because you got to add all that.
And that's why Sakina's new growth is coming so fast. So this is what my issue is.
Not too much green room.
This is we doing that again.
Not too much Buki.
Let me say this, because I gave y'all room to talk, and I heard y'all disparaging remarks or how y'all felt about things, because you know the girls have been there so backwards to defend the black man. What the truth is, the facts are, the truth is, Nick has shown, and there's evidence, and we did flashbacks about him being handsy, grabby, touchy, feely, doing a little bit too much. Those are just the facts. Those are just the facts. Now, whether or not he did it to me, whether or not he did it to anybody that's on this podcast right now, or anybody on the show, those are the facts. Okay, so now we sit down with our gross. Okay, and Natalie's like, I thought it was really weird that he was just, Tasia my girl, and he's sitting down with that other girl like he about to get something else. And now the girls are like, well, you know how the girls do, he does get handsy feely. He does give. If you want it, he'll take it. He does give. I'll touch you when you want me to. Okay. That's what I felt like the conversation, and that was just my perspective. I need to go rewatch it. I felt like they were just saying, he does give that. Not necessarily that he did that to me, but more so that it is what it's given. And Natalie took and ran with that, which I'm glad that you brought that up, El Taddy. Natalie went and ran with that, saying, "Oh, girl, the girls are really feeling like you touching it and grabbing them, girl." I was talking to Bria, I was talking to Shanice, or whoever else, Noel, and they said that you be hands grabby, touchy, feely. And the thing is, I don't think that they were a pussy popping and backpedaling. I felt like they were authentic in what they said, because I do remember when the arguments came out, I did rewind when they were like, well, no, I didn't say that. Some of the girls did not say that. Bria did not say that. She did not say that. And so you're not going to argue with me about what your feelings are because of what Natalie said to you that I didn't say to you. I said that you do give. If somebody wants to give it to you, you'll take it. I didn't say you did anything to me. I even asked you to come in my bedroom with me. I don't feel offended by you. I did not say you're touchy, handsy, feely with me, but I did say you do get handsy, grabby, feely. And
so you
if
just gave your opinion.
it, they could take you would give it to them.
So she's getting away from that.
There's a difference between both of those. So when he came into, that's why I feel like he didn't drag anyone. He came in upset using what Natalie said to him surfacely about the three girls and surfacely about handsy, touchy, grabby, feely. And then he made it a point to say, well, what did I do to you? When we were in conversation, I never said you did anything to me, which is why I felt like each girl was right in what they were saying. I didn't say you did that to me. I said that it's an observation that you do that. I never said you did. He thought he was reading the room, and girl, you did not even know how to sound out the words. You're not reading me. You're not reading me. I did not say you did that. I did say that you do get hands, you grab each other. Well, what did I do to you? What specifically you said that? I know you're trying to be a part of the club. Girl, I don't need to be a part of anything. Okay. And if I did, you making me more prominent than I need to be. I was in the hammock. They were talking about how handsy, grabby you get. And I said, yeah, I see that too. And that's it. And that's it. So he was trying to go from girl to girl. That's a bitch ass move. He was going from woman to woman, going off of what Natalie said, that they said. And I don't think that they backpedaled. They was like, girl, I didn't say that. I didn't say you were handsy, grab. I didn't say you did anything to me.
They did say that. They did say that
to me. I said you weren't handsy, grabby, and you touchy feely. Sometimes I think you do too much. I never said you did.
And that's what he asked them. That's exactly what he asked them.
He was pressing the issue on.
He asked them if they said he was handsy. He asked them, and that's what
what did I do to you?
He asked, exactly. He said, "You said I'm handsy. What did I do to you? Have I been handsy to you?"
But I didn't say that I did. That you did something to me.
If you tell me that I'm handsy, if you tell someone that I'm handsy, I'm going to say, if you say I'm handsy, tell me when I've been handsy with you.
Why do I need to experience why do I need to experience your groping to know that you do it? I don't need to be in a
Because
room with P. Diddy to say he gets
because
handsy.
handsy is very subjective. It's not
Right.
objective. It's very subjective, and because that is a subjective adjective, you absolutely have to tell me whether or not I've been handsy with you.
And
That's
they
not
said
an
that
objective
you
adjective.
were not handsy
You absolutely
with
have
me.
to tell me that.
You were not handsy with me, and I think
So
each
that's
girl
not your
said
story. So that's not for you to be gossiping about.
that. Says who?
We on a show about gossip though. Let's be clear though.
Yes, that's who. This is the conversation was brought up, and I witnessed because they showcased the photos that Noel was talking about. He has his hands around people's waist. He's touching their breast. I think it's a little too much. Not that he did something to me.
And when asked, Noel could not name anything. Photo, no photo. When asked, she said nothing. When Shanice was asked, she said nothing. When Bria was asked, the bitch tried to diminish it like, oh, well, that ain't, nah. Your ass got drugged. You were silent and you were mum's the word.
And all of those things were fair. I think that y'all were bent over backwards to defend this black man.
It has nothing to do with that.
The girls never said.
Nothing to do with that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Said
don't do that.
He did something
it ain't got
to
to do.
But girls never said that he did anything to. Y'all are in group chats where you're like, girl, don't be around Diddy. And but you haven't experienced him. But there's gossip.
Wait a minute. You're telling me I'm in group chats about? I'm not in no group chats talking about don't be around Diddy. What are you talking about?
If someone was to ask you like, oh, would you be in a room with Diddy by yourself? Do you think that you would have a preconceived notion?
I would be like, sure, I'll be in the.
Never mind. Knowing you.
That's not my story.
Knowing you. Never mind knowing you. All I'm saying is that there's preconceived notions and there's things that are reality that we already see and we've been around. You don't need to rate me or do something to me directly for me to know. But if
you're talking about him, he has the right to ask you what you're saying. He has the right to say, you're talking about me. What did you say? I need you to answer. And the bitches lied. They came right back there and they said, he said, did you call me handsy? I didn't say that. I didn't call you handsy.
I don't think they lying. I think they just choosing not to say it. They just choosing not to speak up.
That's a lie of omission. He asked you directly. Did you call me handsy?
I think that they were moving on. I'm sorry.
No,
I don't think that
they asked them directly. You started off talking about facts. You started off talking about facts, and the fact is
you didn't do
they called him handsy. They said that. That was said, and when he asked them about it, and the whore said that they did not. They were lying. That's it. That's it.
Do you think that he's handsy? Yes, and I was in that conversation, and I felt like he is handsy, and I've seen pictures and stuff where he gets a little too.
They did not say that at the time. You're thinking about what they said in confessional.
And then they brought up pictures of
confessionals.
There's footage.
What is y'all talking about?
And then not only that, even episodes prior when it got brought up before, they did allude to the fact like, well, yeah, he kind of touched me like this. So yeah, but when he was drinking, he was doing da-da-da-da.
Only two women
that
did
was
that.
my frustration in particular. When he asked y'all, what did I do? They did not say what they said beforehand. Well,
no, he said, what did I do to you?
Yeah, you did that. Or, when you was drinking, like the only person that did that, in my opinion, who kept it real with him was Jordan. Jordan was the only one who said, well, yeah, you got a little handsy with me, but you remember we talked about that, and they show flashbacks of Jordan saying, look, get off me, look, stop touching me, da-da-da-da. Jordan was the only one who said,
because Jordan had the experience.
But when the other ladies, when he asked the other ladies, well, what did I do? What did this, da-da-da-da? Well, what was said? No, I didn't say that. No, I didn't mean it like that. No, that wasn't the way I went to it. Nah,
I don't think that they do that. I don't, and maybe I need to go back and watch. I don't remember them doing it like that. I remember saying, I did not say you did that to me. Because I felt like Nick came into the room saying, all right, so when did I touch you inappropriately?
No, that's not how he came in. He came and asked them, did y'all call me handsy?
In the prior episode, Shanice said he touched her inappropriately. Summer said he touched her inappropriately. Jordan said, yeah, he got a little handsy with me.
Okay.
Yeah, Bria didn't say anything, but
She did
now
not.
all of a sudden, Bria wants to turn around and say, well, yeah, you did flirt with me on the boat.
You
Girl,
did flirt
no,
with
you
me.
didn't.
Yes, I thought you were a little excessive with flirting.
And in the car.
And he was
How?
not flirting with her on that
They
boat.
weren't flirting
Absolutely
with
at
her.
all. He did
How?
not flirt with her on
He
that
did not
goddamn
flirt
boat
with her. They showed
at
the
all.
flashback of what he said. That wasn't no damn flirt.
I
He
mean,
said
Certainly
that she
wasn't
was
enough.
throwing it back. That's it.
Right. Certainly not
I,
And
enough
she
to
I'm
was.
not. I am
be
not
added to the
her. I don't know
conversation.
She's
what
sweet
to
talking to
her.
folks.
I don't know what to her feels like you're aggressively flirting or doing something to me.
Okay, Busy.
I'm not her.
All right. We'll be here all night, child.
Yeah,
I
we'll
ain't
be
got
here
all
all
night.
night.
While y'all was sitting there debating, I was over here spamming the hell out of their IG, telling them to check out the panel.
All right, check out the panel.
I was
It's
on their.
fun.
I was on their IG thing, so they said they were gonna come over. So I did watch, and that was because I went off the camera because I was like,
Okay, they
y'all
was
not
coming over.
y'all not talk about nothing. All I'm saying is I felt like Nick came in as he was upset, and he should have been upset. I think that the way in which he went about directing his conversation with each woman, I felt uncomfortable about it.
I
And
did.
I
I didn't
don't
at
feel like
all.
he read
I
that.
At
did.
all.
And then I
At
also
all.
feel like the true villain was Natalie. How did the information come to you?
Now
So
that we
that
can
way
agree
I
on.
can
We
know
can agree
what
on
I'm
that.
going to go back to, because I feel like a lot of the argument is, well, now they're trying to backpedal, push about. Well, I
They
don't know
were.
what the lady said to you.
That's why he asked them at the beginning.
And then
Did
they
you
said,
say
I
I
didn't
was
say that.
handsy? That's why he asked them.
Natalie did not
Now,
get talked to enough. I'm
At
sorry.
all.
That
I
pissed me
agree.
off.
I agree. I agree. Natalie came in, stirred up all that conundrum, and left. And she another Ashley. Stir up
Well,
all the
no. She
drama
said her
and
ass.
leave.
No, she was still sitting there. She was sitting right there looking like, ooh. Oh.
But
let me tell you something,
that's when they
Riri.
should have called
You
her
don't need
out.
to agree with me. None of us in the chat agree with. I go to the beat of my own drum.
That's
You don't need to
preparing.
agree with me. That has
I agree with y'all.
you not agreeing with me has nothing to do with me. I accept you having your own point of view and let me know how it ends up when you on the other side. That has nothing to do with me. I don't care how y'all feel about whatever y'all thought. From what I saw, and this is how I give my reviews and recaps and reactions. You feel the way that you want to feel, and that's okay, Greene. And as long as you can sleep at night feeling like Nick cussed the girls out because they felt like he was handsy or grabby, but they didn't say it. Girl, they go sleep. Okay? And hug a teddy bear and hug a pillow. And maybe a man or a woman, whoever you got by your side, if you got them. What I saw was
You've already expressed that, sir. You've
them
already told us
not
what you told us.
backpedaling, but
You told
also standing on business.
You
Girl,
told us.
I said you were
You told us.
handsy and grabby.
You told us. We're
I
familiar.
thought you were handsy
No.
and grabby.
We heard you the
But
first
you
time.
did not do anything
We
to
heard
me.
you.
I could say El Teddy.
We heard you. Sakina. How are you, Bala? We're getting down to the that is the whole episode. They left us with the cliffhanger. Because you just spent 20 minutes busy telling us the whole thing, and now you're gonna go to
Y'all come
another
back
20
to my,
minutes.
because I'm about to go in on my channel, and then we're gonna rewatch what they said on the hammock.
Okay. Let's start with you, Busy. What you got going on? Tell us what
I
about
don't
you.
got
What you
nothing going on. Don't follow me. Keep doing this group think, y'all, and fall off the cliff. Next, what you got, simply Sakina?
Very good. Very good. Sakina, my love. Tell the people how to find you and what you got going on.
Now he mad, y'all. So, yes, the only thing that I'm doing currently is Summer House Martha's Vineyard. That is the only show that I'm reviewing. I'm waiting on Darren to invite me over to his channel. But that's it. Also, like I said, when y'all leave this panel, make sure that y'all go over to Noelle's live, okay?
Oh,
And
Noelle is live?
Noelle's live on Instagram.
Oh.
And let her know to check out the Whether You Like It or Not Summer House Martha's Vineyard Edition panel.
VGR, we do that all the time. We have a lot of men on this channel all the time. We call them palate cleansers. But we have them all the time over here. Oh, it gets real nice. Darren, tell the people where to find you and what you got going on.
You can find me on YouTube at the Darren Greene Show, child. We try to give you weekly podcasts, okay? You know, that's what I got going on, child. Go ahead and follow me.
Tell talk to the people. Tell them where to find you and what you got going on.
Find me at Giving You the Real Tea. I'm gonna do my summer house review tomorrow sometime. And I'm doing that. I'm doing Love and Marriage Huntsville. Unfortunately, those are the only two shows I got right now. And any little tea talks or anything good going on like that, you'll hear from me then.
Thank you, Terrence. Thank you, everybody. I am right now. I don't gave up on everything, but Interview with the Vampire started yesterday. I did watch the episode. I still need to watch it again, take notes, and do my review. So that should be coming sometime this week, probably Wednesday. I'll do my review on that. And yeah, y'all know you're here. All of the information on everybody is in the description box. So their channels you can find in the description box, and you can certainly follow them there. All of my stuff is in the description box as well as scrolling at the bottom. Listen, y'all, thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you, first of all, to my hall monitors. Thank y'all so much for holding me down today. All my regular pupils, thank y'all so much for being here and showing the people how we act around here and showing them how much fun we have. And as I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged. They're much appreciated. Y'all could have been a whole lot of places tonight, but you decided to be here with us. And we are so eternally grateful to you for the good times that we had.
Tired of this church.
That's all we got for y'all. Until next time, y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely.
Stub your toes.
Not